Eons ago, during the age of the Magi, the world was something other. Magic is all that there was and all that was needed. Legend states that a cataclysmic event brought a great frozen age to the world of Lacrin, and soon after, a new era dawned. Though they say the ancient magics of the Magi still lie buried and lost, scattered around the world, lying in wait for those with the courage to wield it to discover. Welcome to the world of Lacrin and the continent of Thelmecia. Noble knights, roaming orcs, mischievous goblins, and idyllic wondrous lands, just waiting to be explored. Now, a new peril aspires to plunge Thelmecia into despair once more, but not before a few unheard-of heroes take their chance at triumph. Welcome to Tablestory, Darkfire.
That was
Hello,
awkward.
everyone. Welcome to the stream. I waited until you were all finished for saying all of your stupid things.
So they didn't hear that?
They didn't hear any
That
of
was
it.
pretty
Oh,
beautiful.
come on. We did like a full countdown.
But you know, in sync we were.
It was great, but for me, it was more enjoyable to ruin it.
Oh.
It's so evil. All right, you know what? 5,
4,
4,
3, 2,
2,
1.
1. Did he mute us?
No,
100%.
I
I saw him
wouldn't-
reach
I wouldn't
over.
do you.
I totally thought you were gonna end the stream at first.
I just cut it. That
Yeah,
would have
like
been it.
Get out.
But the streak
They
is
still
more
don't know what we
powerful.
say.
It's a spoiler, anyways. We shouldn't probably say it.
That's true. That's true.
It was a spoiler. Welcome to the stream,
Talk about
everybody.
how to kill yourself
We're
often.
fucking around. This is Tablestory's Darkfire, presented by Tiger
Gillette.
Writer. Not Gillette, okay? Anyone but Gillette. This is a.
Gillette's cool.
this is
What's
a-
wrong with Gillette?
This is a Red State stream. Thank you very much.
Red States love
I
Gillette.
don't know what that means. I just say stuff like that, and Americans go, "Oh my god!" And I go, "Okay, that meant something to you."
Just like to start like trouble.
I just
Oh,
have-
that's a very Red State thing to say.
Yeah, I have no idea what that means.
Dude, we need to get a mute button on you.
Welcome to England, everybody, where America's travels don't mean anything to us.
How's Brexit going?
I don't know what that means either.
I don't either. Okay.
About Ireland.
Let's go to a magical kingdom far, far away. Instead, where it's better. Is it?
Just as dark.
Don't know.
I don't know, dude.
I'm not sure. How you doing, Pumpkinberry?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Are you
Yeah.
prepared?
No,
Tomorrow, Pumpkinberry has a brand new show.
not tomorrow. Next week.
Just
but
seeing
thanks
if I
for
could.
giving me a heart
I was
attack.
just seeing if I could make you literally shit your pants on stream.
No, it did get my heart rate up. Actually, yesterday I had you assholes up on the big television, and you did that whole speech, and I'm like freaking out. And like, well, what? No, what? Oh my god! And I'm over here like, I'm having a panic attack right now.
Yeah.
You thought she had 2 weeks.
I
to
thought I
go.
had 2 weeks, and then
It's only a week.
oh, you were like next week, and I went, time to throw out my whole story and rewrite it. Okay, let's go.
I got
Jesus.
a column of text afterwards about
I would never.
it.
Woo.
You would never want.
So scary.
It's-
Host the D&D.
Episode 1 is like the most nerve-wracking, awful thing by far.
Because you got to do like that. You
It's-
set it up. You set up the world and
Oh
like
my god.
introduce the characters however you're doing it.
I hate it. I feel like it's one of the only times you'll ever see me like legit kind of like all shaky and nervous. Like I legit get nervous and I get fucky in my head because I'm like, oh, it's gonna be shit. It's gonna be awful. Oh, no, I haven't prepared enough. Whatever.
You were nervous that night?
All the stuff. Huh?
You were nervous that night? I really thought you enjoyed your time with me.
No. You were very gentle and and comforting.
He's a red state.
He's talking about when we
Oh
visit.
my
When we,
God.
Just want to use that always.
I'll be in the sun long enough. I'll be a red a lot of things.
talking about when we went to the red state. No, I guess it's super nerve-wracking. And if you want to watch a brand new show and you want to watch Pumpkinberry terrified out of her mind and hopefully her players, then tune in next Wednesday at I can't remember, is it 5?
Yep.
It's 5 EST for Nocturne, Tablestory's Nocturne, episode 1, with an all-star cast. And Pumpkinberry's in it as well, so whatever. How are you doing, John Sandman? Give us a thumbs up,
good.
pal. Just to let us know how good you're doing.
Everything's good, man. Life's great.
Yeah, not
feeling-
a big twos. Not a big twos thumbs. Not a big twos thumbs up. Oh, what's
Whatever,
that?
dude. All right? For the record,
What the fuck?
everyone keeps. All right, I tweeted out that I cut myself with a bread knife. For some reason,
me
everyone
cut
was like, "How do you cut yourself with a butter knife?" I just want to, for the record, it wasn't a butter knife. It was one of those ragged,
Yeah,
like crazy
I know what a
edges.
bread knife is. What is wrong
Dude,
with people?
I
Why
went
did nobody
in
know
and out, and
knives?
it was the worst.
Nobody
it
knows
was a
what
wor-
knives
There's nothing
are.
made
That is
times in my life
John's
I
sex
went in and
tape. I
out.
We
don't
went in and out, and it was the
Double
worst.
Went in and out, and it was the worst,
go,
dude. It
done.
cut off the skin. They couldn't
Shush.
even
Stop
staple it together.
Disgusting. I wish
They
I'd brought
couldn't
it up.
even sew it back
I made
together.
a mistake.
No stitches.
I just wanted to
They
make
had
a joke
glue.
about the thumbs up. I don't want to know about
Glue.
it anymore.
Disgusting glue. I had to dip my finger in iodine, Brad. You know how painful it was? Dip it in iodine.
I hate it. I fucking hate
Touch it.
finger and thumb wounds. Disgusting.
That's such a weird phobia. There's so many things.
I believe it though. Brad does not like when I start talking about it.
Finger wound phobia. I don't think
it's
I've
like
ever heard that
it's
before.
like cuts on fingers and thumbs. I'm not actually that good with blood, you know, in general. And,
Are you okay with like blood tests, like where they
No,
pull
I,
blood?
don't- I haven't been to hospital in about 15 years. There's so much
Great.
wrong with me, dude. So much. I really need to go to hospital, like desperately. And I'm just terrified of blood. And if I cut my
Really?
thumb open like that, I would staple it together myself and just be like, I hope I don't bleed out. Oh no, he's cut his thumb off.
No. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I wasn't even refreshing. Twitter refreshed itself.
What
and
happened?
Mortal Kombat 3 was my favorite Mortal Kombat ever, and it had my favorite character, and they just announced my favorite character in the new Mortal Kombat.
That was such a genuine reaction.
Yeah, I was
I genuinely, like,
Who?
Cabal was my favorite Mortal Kombat 3 and favorite Mortal Kombat character, and he's back in the new one, and I just fucking I was like sitting there just like looking at you guys, and all of a sudden
I've never seen you in your life do that.
That was it was the squeeze.
That was like an actual gamer reaction, like that you guys don't get to see. They're usually like off camera. He was
Yeah.
genuine. Dude, I don't get that excited about video games. That's how I know I'm not a true gamer.
Yeah, no,
I
I'm the same
fucking
way.
just lost it in my mind a little bit.
That
Cabal
would
is the
be
best
like-
character that ever existed.
That would be like if someone announced like a Final Fantasy VII remake. That's the only time I would react to that, but it will never happen.
I don't know what could get me to react like that for game wise. Like
Wait,
I just was
what?
really confused because I'm kind of mad that I had
Are
to
you
show that
joking?
to everybody, considering it refreshed itself right in front of me.
I think I'd cry.
Brad, they are remaking Final Fantasy VII. You're
You're
kidding,
not gonna
right?
get me. You're not gonna get me
Yeah,
to cry,
here's the
PB.
thing, though,
I know your game.
Chat,
Here's the
help me
thing.
out.
No, they
Chat,
are,
help
but
me
here's the
out.
problem: is they did it in 2015 at E3, and they haven't said a fucking word about it since. So I don't believe them.
Yeah, no,
I
that
get
was
Amazon
the
things
that was the
telling me it's coming
remaster.
out.
They put a remaster on the PS4. That's what that was.
Such bullshit. All
Uh,
hurting my heart. Me and Brad were in the same boat about this situation.
Yeah, no, they'll never remake that.
don't fall for it, PP.
How's your week been, Wax Steven? Excited?
Really?
Excited? Excited about Cabal?
Yeah, how's that Darkest Dungeon going?
How did that necromancer go for you?
wait, did you escape?
Yeah, did you escape?
I did.
Oh, you're fine then. Did you
Yeah,
lose
you
anyone?
did.
I didn't lose anyone. It cost me a shit ton of money though.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
I gotta play Darkest Dungeon. It looks great.
He was playing Darkest Dungeon and he was saying, I probably won't fight this necromancer because it'll make me salty. 10 seconds later, he's like, there's a random boss killing me. Oh no. I don't know what it means because I haven't played it properly, but and here we are. Look at him.
Is this going to affect
Are
your
you
role
watching
play
it right
today?
now, Tiger?
Now it is, yeah.
What'd you say to me, PB?
Are you watching it right now? Are you watching the release for it.
Is that what he's doing?
No. I'm paying full on attention to what Brad has to say right now.
Cabal,
Nothing
dude.
to say.
I always thought his name was
At
Cable,
this very
dude.
moment,
The
name's Cabal?
information.
I may be retweeting it right now.
Literally always called him Cable.
I don't even know
You
who
should
that
do
is.
Darkest
Which one is
Dungeon
might
that?
be
for your
Cable.
fucked up Friday.
I just always call it.
Should I?
Yeah, you should.
Play co-op or no? No.
Hilarious.
You just
I
like-
actually have no idea.
It's
But you
not
add
co-op. No,
Okay.
it's not co-op.
But you like make people part of your army from your stream. You could do, right?
Yeah, you can rename.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
fun.
it's a rager, John. I'm not gonna lie. It's a ragey game.
All right.
Do you
It's a rating.
rage, John? I feel like
Yeah,
don't
I
rage.
think John
I've
does
seen it.
rage.
I've seen it. I've seen it
Yeah.
in the years I've known John.
It's impossible.
I've raged, but it's like cute rage. It's like, oh, that's cute. It's not like, oh wow, that guy's really mad. It's just like,
Did you ever play XCOM, John?
nope.
Okay.
The games I rage at are like the what's the mining one, and like where you're like climbing up for an hour and a half and then you just fall down all the way back. It's like
Oh, the
Taylor
climb
Bennett or Bennett's whatever.
Tell him.
getting over it or something.
Getting over it.
Yeah,
Getting over it.
that's
Yeah,
good.
that kind of stuff drives me
That got you.
up the
That got you.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Dude, to lose 2 hours, like not having checkpoints in a game is very frustrating. To lose 2 hours of work in one dumb move is like, oh,
Oh, the secret to that game.
John,
you play
that's
jazz.
what Nintendo was back in the day. That all Nintendo games were just you just play through the whole game at
you
once.
don't save. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I remember that
I want to
with
say
Mario.
like Mega Man was like one of the first games that actually had like a save. You know, they just had the passwords like that and Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
God, Mega Man pissed me off.
Oh,
They
Punch
gave you
Out,
those
dude.
passwords. Yeah.
yeah.
The first time I ever played Final Fantasy VIII, I didn't have a memory card, so I had to get through the entire first disc without dying.
Shut up.
Yeah.
That's so
And
badass.
when I got there, it was like you absolutely have to have a memory card or you cannot continue. And
I
there's a
wish I would've
cliffhanger
known
at
you.
that part, and I was like, fuck.
I
Yeah.
would have sent you a memory card back in that day. I would have.
I know.
Battletoads, that's another rage game. That's a hard
I
rage.
beat that with a friend when I was a kid.
That shit is
Straight up.
hard. Doing especially the 2-player in the that like the whatchamacallit, the car level, whatever. That shit was hard to like get in sync, you know, like to jump at the right time together. That was super fucking hard, man.
Oh my god, NSYNC? Yeah, I loved them. Sorry, I was listening. Let's carry on with the.
I was hoping Brad would take it away.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Bye. Right? That's insane.
oh my-
person.
Hey, we're doing pretty
God.
good. It's only 2:14. We got one more minute of BS and then we go
All
on
right,
to
go
game.
then, John.
Okay, I like PB's blue mug and burritos. I don't know, just the thing. And that's it, Brad.
Come on, Cody. What? Oh, for fuck. I had one shot.
One job, PB. This is why you don't wear glasses.
Oh my god.
And then she made it so obvious. I tried to play it off.
That's the worst thing I've ever seen.
Okay.
All right. Welcome
Sorry, stream.
to the stream,
Oh, do you-
everybody. And if you're listening on MP3, don't worry. Welcome.
Please, yeah, literally do not worry
Just
about
don't
what
worry
happened.
about it. Tweet PB.
Yeah, ask her.
Yeah.
Welcome
Please.
back,
Proceed, explain.
everyone, to the what are we doing? D&D. It's a D&D stream, everyone.
Jesus.
I quit.
Today we shall be continuing with our show. I believe this is chapter 26. I believe. It
Crazy.
might not be, which is
That's flying by.
yeah, well, chapter 26 of question mark probably.
Yeah, what?
Last time, out of like 26 of
Oh, got you.
how many? Don't worry.
I see what you're saying.
I don't know either. We are going to continue. Last time, I'll catch you up a little bit, or I'll give you a little refresher. Oh man, refreshers. Remember them candies? You probably don't have them in America land, in the
Don't
red
have
states.
those.
No, but I remember Gushers.
Okay, we
Those
don't
are
talk
still
about
around.
that. We're not going to talk about that today.
Wait, you don't like those, Brad? Is that gross to you? Like when the way they gush?
It
Bloody
sounds
colors.
like something else to me, and I'm gonna just move on.
Blushers,
what the-
bushers, dushers, gushers,
No,
ushers,
no. It
Gush.
just don't. Wow.
Gush.
gushing out.
Wow, we have ADD today. All of us do.
Yeah, I don't know. We
What
all
is
pretty bad.
happening? I should run
Really
something
do.
else. Right?
Emma, what is it? Emma. Bushers, dushers, bushers, dushers, dushers.
Emma's in the chat. That's when you know it's bad. If she has come out from her little hamster hole.
I haven't seen her in forever.
So let me just catch you up on last time instead. Drift was caught in a bloodlusted dark reverie, fighting shadowed forms of enemies while trying to return to his friends. And when he entered, he saw all their corpses strung up along the bar, and he immediately dove into combat with the shadowy demonic monsters that were the cause of said murders. After a little while, he was defeated by the shadowy creatures, and the reverie was broken, and it seems as though he was on this kind of reverb. He has some sort of power issues. It's kind of hard to say when, because I mean, it's, you have to interpret it, and I didn't say it with words, but it looked like maybe his powers gave him, he has sort of a problem when he uses those blood powers that might mean that he goes out of control a little bit sometimes. There we go.
I think the word used was
A
blood
little.
drunk.
Yeah, blood drunk.
Yeah, he kind of becomes blood drunk, and it leaves him in this kind of like furious attack state, kinda. I don't know. I do know. I don't know how to word it. Then the others, this is the worst part about explaining this. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know if that's just going to be, the answer is this, you know. Drift was a swan all along, you know, and then it's like revealed and ruined.
That would be a sick reveal.
Then the group had a conversation. Well, Iro and Rin had a conversation via silent writings about the origins of Rin's group.
Must have been awful on the MP3. Sorry about that.
Sort of. No, I think you explained it pretty well. I was very conscious of it. It was pretty good. The Praeterita, which are a kind of a cultist group, basically, that wish to bring back the age of the Magi, and she sort of explained this somewhat to Iridir. Then what did you do? I forget what you did after that. Was that it? What else
I
happened?
ended up walking away because I had to go a little early.
I think the most important thing that happened was Iro got an owl.
Oh, that was it. Iro went and got an owl.
Oh yeah, you
I
got an
forgot.
owl.
Yeah.
I thought
But he didn't
that,
tell
And
us.
then didn't tell anyone, yeah.
I thought that happened in the episode before. Yeah, Iro kind of stormed out and went and spent almost all of the money you had, which hopefully you don't need, on an owl, which apparently can see into the future. It was about 2,000 gold pieces, and it's a wonderful owl who the man had named Gabriel, but Iridir named
Nicodemus, because that makes sense.
Archimedes.
Oh, Archimedes.
Nicodemus.
Nicodemus makes sense too.
But
McDonald's on the mind?
Iridir named Malcolm. Just
What?
completely
McDonald's?
McDonald's.
Nicodemus.
Holy
Yeah,
crap.
I don't know what that. Like, I know Nicodemus was the predictor, but
Wait,
You
is
talking
it-
about how hungry you were before the show?
No,
Because you smoked a fat blunt or something. You might
This-
have.
What the hell is happening?
Nicodemus is like the new nicotine, like how you get off nicotine.
Okay.
Put it on your penis, Nicodemus.
Okay. We are all right. Very
Nico-
well. Okay.
Anyways,
Iridir went and bought an owl called McMuffin and came back to the thing. Oh no, he went to the Guild of Knowledge to look into the answers about the name Kalius, and they gave him some answers that these people, these rich merchants and an old family in Gill Harbor in the northeast are known as the Kalius family, and also there was a gentleman that served for Roseguard on a ship named the Haliox, who was also named Kalius, who apparently is from the same family, and that's about it. Then you guys went back, came up with the idea to head to the Guild of Knowledge and try and investigate further about the reason you're here. The reason you're here, which is that Hasmol. Haliox was the other Hasmol that I created in Fractured Worlds. Hasmol told you to come here to investigate a sort of powerful rune, and that there are these runes across the country that the ancient magi, this extinct race of wizards, left about, and the magic that is being used to break down this barrier that Hasmul is protecting is apparently bolstered or linked to or something these runes in some way. And the closest one he knew of was an area nearby where this, in his head, village or people lived, and that is Rosegard, this enormous city. That's where we at. Welcome back to the game.
Remember your Lamas.
Sometimes you just gotta wrap it up. You know what I'm saying?
Just make a rap next time, please.
Need a rap.
Yeah, I should write this stuff down, really, shouldn't I? Probably be better. Welcome back to Rosegard. You guys headed out of the Ironwell Inn, and I'm happy to fast forward you through town to the Guild of Knowledge if you want.
Yes.
Just kidding,
please.
you're attacked by assassins.
Wow.
Roll for initiative. Thank you. You think I'm kidding?
You are.
As soon as you walk out of the...
Shut up, dude.
Yeah, I'm kidding. You guys,
Okay.
I want to say...
Dude, I love how ready Hero was.
I was too.
Whack sat there like,
Brad there with all of us.
Let's go.
Whack wants to kill something today because of, what's that game called that you were playing?
Darkest Dungeon.
Darkest Dungeon.
Dungeon.
Hey, boys, been wrought Scandis.
No, you guys roll up on the Guild of Knowledge, which is across town, and 3 of you haven't been here before. One of you has, and that would be Iridir. So he knows the way. So I assume that you guys probably make it across town pretty quickly. It is about 3 in the afternoon, I think. And
What the hell did you do with Hero Deer?
what do you mean?
It just disappeared.
He shouldn't
I
have
don't see him
disappeared.
on the map.
He's there.
He's there on my screen.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't see him.
Try refreshing your page.
Fine.
He's there. I promise. You guys are all at this this location, the Guild of Knowledge. So as far as you guys who haven't been here are concerned, you approach this very large structure that to us would look like a sort of modern day university, or like, well, not modern day university, but an old school looking university that, like Harvard or Cambridge, Oxbridge, one of those ones with the large campus with a very large central structure, a couple of structures around it, and people moving to and fro and shuffling with lots of books under their arms. There's a central kind of staircase that leads up to a couple of large open double doors that lead into a foyer, as we've come to call it. And inside there are lots and lots of doors and various stairwells. A marble floor, it's quiet. There are a few people shuffling around. A big large stairway at the end that leads upwards, and notice a decent amount of gnomes in here in sort of robes moving back and forth. And at the central kind of center circular table, sat down and staring at you through large bespeckled eyes, is a gnome that Iridir will recognize as the gnome, the desk gnome that he spoke with before. Presume actually you guys walk in here. I just kind of fast forwarded you across town, and I mean, you're all just busting in? That was the plan, I think, but
I guess if you guys kind of like walk to this place, I'll say, did you need me? Did you need me to assist with anything, or should I continue purchasing any other supplies we may need?
Well, we're all together now. Maybe we should stay together. We haven't all been together in quite some time.
All right.
We can always do that afterwards, but this is just my opinion.
This place is huge.
So what are we looking for exactly?
Rin?
The rune was called... Shit, I don't remember what it's called. The Midnight something? What was it called, Brad? Sorry.
it was called the Midnight Poo Poo Bum. Poo Poo.
Yep, okay.
Poo Poo Cakes.
Midnight poo poo.
No.
The rune
No,
of Poo
actually,
Poo
that-
Cakes.
Oh, make it be true, Dad.
Yeah, no way.
The rune. I don't know if you'd know, and if you don't know,
You
then-
told us. I just reformatted my computer and lost all my notes this
Oh,
weekend. so it's
really?
my bad.
That's
Yep.
almost like you should keep them in
Roll 20?
in roll 20. Yeah, let me write it in
Yeah,
here.
I should have probably done that.
It is the rune of Night Storm.
Nice.
Night Storm?
Night Storm.
Okay.
Fucking heavy
Yeah.
metal band from the 80s.
Yeah.
Such a good
Power metal. Yeah.
metal band.
It's the rune of Night Storm. I lower my voice a little bit. I don't really want to be overheard.
Wait, is that what we're looking
That's-
for?
That's what he sent us to look for, yeah. And places of power, I think.
All right, I believe it's this way. And I walk over to this sort of central desk that I know.
Indeed.
How are we gonna find it in this place?
It's no problem. A place like this, I'm sure they have some sort of help. Look at those people over there. They look like they can help.
Are you looking at Desk Gnome Femi?
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
He's just sat there again with his little book or whatever, just kind of writing things in, but he's watching you as you approach, and he sees you and says,
Good afternoon, sir. Welcome
Hello
back.
there.
Would you like
It's
more
good to-
information on the things that you're
Well,
looking
one
into?
thing that I wanted to ask you about. You see, we are currently interested in finding some information about some runes. Would you be able to help us with that?
Runes, is it? Magical runes?
Yes.
Glyphs? Symbols? That sort of thing?
It's specifically called the Rune of Night Storm.
Yes, okay. If you are looking to gain access to the libraries yourself, it will be 50 gold pieces each body that would like to search. To rent books, it will be 15 gold pieces per book. To have a scholar locate a book for you, it will cost 5 gold pieces and some of your time. And to have a scholar study a subject on your behalf, it will cost 10 gold pieces per day.
he turns around his little book, and it has the information that he just said, and just starts tapping on it with his pen.
I think we'd like to have a scholar get the books for us. Which you said was 5 gold, correct?
This is awesome.
Indeed, yes. We can have a scholar look into it. I have just a scholar for you.
And he turns around, and already walking over with a little trolley pulled behind him is the same scholar that helped you before, Iridir Giddy, with his thick robes that are slightly too large for him, dragging this 2-wheeled cart, and it's already filled with books, and he starts to unload them onto the back of the desk as if they're like books that he was halfway through dealing with. And he turns to the bespeckled gnome, Femi, turns to Giddy and says,
Giddy, this gentleman that you have dealt with before would like to speak to you again. Your services will be needed.
and he comes running over.
Oh, hello there, Iridir. Good to see you again. We are looking into the same words, I assume.
No, we had some different topics to speak on.
Do you guys know each other?
Oh, yes.
On a
We have
well,
known
on
each
a
other since this morning. Since yesterday.
Yes.
Since this
Morning
morning.
yesterday.
Oh,
to
you-
occupy my time, I had done a little bit of research.
Oh, you've been here.
Yes.
Oh.
That's why you knew where to go. I was very shocked how you knew what to do here.
Hey, what were you doing here? Was there anything good? Did you find out any information that would help us?
I don't think this is the best place to talk about such things,
Oh.
but I believe so. Something you might be interested in,
Ooh. Me?
perhaps. But again, we can talk about it another time. But for now, we were currently interested in finding some information about some runes, specifically the rune of. I look to Rin.
Night Storm.
Okay. Magical rune, yes?
I know
ju-
it
or
sounds
just-
a little silly for a rune.
Oh, people ask for
Guess it's
silly
some
things
sort of-
all the time. We will search the words.
I would have expected something a bit more. I don't know.
Wait,
regal.
can you find information on anything?
If we have the information available to us in any of our archives, we will probably find it eventually. Sometimes it takes us a very short amount of time. Sometimes it takes us a very long time. Sometimes we find books in hidden places that we did not expect, in the floorboards, in the ceilings. Lost. These archives are very large. 500 years worth of books stored here.
Can you look for something for the Company of Masks?
Company of Masks. Yes, I can do that.
Sorry.
That one should be easy because I already
Don't
know
apologize.
of them. I will find more information for you though. And the rune
Thank you.
was called what? I'm sorry.
The rune of night.
Would you like me to write it down for you?
I can spell very well. I just did not hear you the first time. Night storm spelled like a knight with a sword and armor, or spelled like
Yes.
the night?
Good.
Opposite of the
Spelled like the night, and maybe don't shout.
night storm. And it is.
Oh,
Do you know
There's a
if
difference?
it is one word or two words?
I believe it's one word, but I'm not sure. If you could look for both, that would be great.
I will happily look for both. Okay, I will look for the Company of Masks and the Rune of Nightstorm. Can I look for any other words for you today?
I think you can talk up now. She was just when you were saying the word, it was really
Oh,
loud.
yes, I understand. I know a small amount of magic. You have to be careful with these words. I don't want to summon a shadow demon.
19, is there anything that you would be interested in?
Speak up, 19.
I believe he is not kindled, but his eyes are aglow like one.
Oh, he's kindled.
Hold on, I got it. I hit him on, unmuted.
Dong.
Yeah.
What are you hitting me for? I grab Drift by his arm and I pull him over to me. What are you doing?
I'm sorry, you just were looking and you kept going.
I
like
was
this.
speaking
Yeah.
just fine. I leaned down to him. What did you ask me? I couldn't hear you.
I did
Is there
not ask
anything
to
that you would
go.
like them to look for
Oh.
while we're here?
You do not have to.
Do you have any
No.
books on the Kindle, please? You can give
Books
us
on the
something.
kindled? Yes,
Yes,
of course.
tany
That
Just any
would be
books
Do
or
you
anything
also
specific,
have
there are
any
many.
books on the people that made me?
Yeah, I mean, this is a better question. There are many books on the Kindle Warforged. You can be quite specific with this. We have a lot of information since they all came from here.
What do you think is the best information you can give me?
It depends what the information you're looking for is.
Who made me?
That one I have. I can.
He looks over to the other desk gnome who nods his head.
We know that we cannot. There is no books here that will answer this question. Many of your kind come here first and ask these questions, and there are some books which do not have the answers.
How about any autobiographies, maybe, from written or ghost written for the Kindle?
I can find
Laney.
books that were written by other Warforged if they exist.
You have books written by Warforged?
I am sure there are some.
Bring all of them to me.
Okay, books written by Warforged.
Maybe
What?
not. Maybe 19. Maybe not all of them. I think it's 5 gold apiece.
Oh.
So
How much gold do we have left, Hero?
I wouldn't worry about it.
okay.
Okay.
Well, maybe if you could bring us 2 or 3 of the books with the strongest life experience.
On
There's
each of
maybe-
these subjects, or just the Warforged?
Just
I will say, written by Warforged, maybe 2, and then maybe your best book on how I came about.
I will try and find something. Many of your kind have come here before. Many of the scholars have looked for books on the Warforged. There is not much on your origins, although we know that they appeared at the end of the war. We can give you information quite quickly.
How much time is this all gonna take?
I do not know. It takes until I find the books. But you can come back at the end of the day, or in a few hours and see how far I have progressed.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes
That'll
it
give us
takes
time to shop.
Very short amount of time. Sometimes it takes weeks.
Okay. Thank you so much. That's all we do? There's nothing, no other steps?
You must pay.
Oh yes, of course.
How much?
It is 15 gold pieces for 3 subjects.
I
Okay.
hand over 15 gold pieces.
The other desk gnome takes it and puts it away somewhere. And then the other desk gnome says,
Okay, get to it then, Giddy. Okay, see you later, dear.
grabs his little cart and unloads the last couple of books, and then just waddles off. And then he turns around.
In which order would you like me to look at these? Which is the most of importance to you? I can find one. Try and look
The
for one.
room, please.
The room.
Okay, and then
Then the Warforged. That
the
should be easy
Warforged.
for you.
And then the Company of Masks. Truthfully, we have information on
Yeah.
the Warforged and the Company of Masks already. It will be much easier to find. But I will look for the Nightstone Rune first. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
He goes into a door, and he's gone. Desk gnome Femi says,
Is there anything else I can do for you today? It may take some time, but you are welcome to sit here if you'd like.
beckons at some
Is
chairs.
there a table where we can sit together, or
There's like a decent amount of spaces,
like library tables?
kind of like library tables with people sat around them and some books on them, and those comfortable chairs that Iridir sat on as well near them. And they line the walls pretty much up and down. He says,
You are welcome to sit here if you would like.
Wonderful, thank you.
Thank you so much.
he's already doing something else.
I'll move over towards one of the like table areas to sit down, so we can all sit down together. And
Mhm.
I will sit down and wait for you guys.
I'll follow instantly and just sit as well.
I
Just
start peering
in
through
awe.
random books.
In awe.
Roll me a D20 and give me a second. Did I?
I thought it was gonna be a D20,000.
There was a thing I had for this, but I'm not sure if I have it
Off-brand.
on hand. An off-brand thing I had for this.
I meant Tiger's Roll.
Well,
my
because
roll?
you did an 18. Yeah, you
Yeah.
did. Unless you roll a
Oh.
19,
Nice. I didn't even get that.
it
Nice.
will never work. You know, you have to get a 19, or it's just an instant no.
Jesus.
I'm afraid.
So hard.
Sincerest apologies. All right, who else is doing what else? Because I just need to find my little thing that I have here.
Sure. Drift, did you want to look around and grab a book to read while we wait?
Yeah. How much longer are we planning on?
It costs us some money if we are to do something like that in this place. They charge 50 gold pieces for us to have run of the library.
Oh,
I thought you said not to worry about it.
We have the money if you'd like to spend it.
I'm gonna be honest. I can read a little bit. It just might take me a little while, so I think that might be a waste of money on my part.
I quite enjoy reading. That's all he says.
Do we have other things that we can go? I mean, I can go with you, Hero, and we could buy some things, or we can go shopping.
We should stay together. When we all go buy things. Why don't we all go together now? Come back in an hour.
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of money, and I'm down to give part of my 30% to you guys.
I need a great sword.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. If you guys want to go pick up supplies, I'm game for that, and we should stick together. I agree.
All right, let's get some supplies. Maybe we can talk as we move. I'm still
I like
looking at Rin the whole time.
I pick up Drift.
Hey, whoa. What
Oh, man, I throw him over my shoulders like a kid. Like,
okay, what are you doing? Stop.
Stop, we're going now. Come,
What are you doing?
hang with me. You
19, stop. I'm the curse breaker. I've done
19. Come with me.
things you have never done. Stop. Get off.
The book you read, or picked up and then probably put down straight away, was Physics
I
of
probably read a little bit, probably a few pages.
Physics of Building a Castle.
Fuck yeah. I read like the first probably like 4 or 5 pages. That's probably it.
Yeah, it's
Oh
like
my
a really
How much did I
hardcore.
learn?
It's like a really hardcore engineering book. Roll me an intelligence check. Just hit
All right, let's go.
Dude, if you use
Let's
this
go.
sometime in this whole
Let's go.
journey,
3.
no.
Dude, this thing was like just your most random person picking up an advanced fucking quantum physics book to you. You know, it's just all these like weird, like load-bearing equations and how many bricks.
If I would have gotten a 20, I
Like
would have considered
telemetry on
taking.
how to raise stuff.
You know how I
Yeah.
have 2 left? I would have considered taking that if I would have gotten a 20.
Yeah, well, it would have just been. It would have been like the most specific, like how you would know how to build a castle. Which
In
would be
theory.
great.
Superman reads a book.
Which would be great if this was like real D&D, where there was downtime where you could build a castle, but probably not that useful during this campaign. But sure, you could have taken it. You got a 3 though. It was the most confusing thing you've probably ever read, ever.
I love that.
And then what? So you guys are heading out and buying some shit?
Yeah.
Sure, let's do more shopping.
Yeah.
Why not? Should have called this his shopping campaign instead of Darkfire. I'm gonna
Shopping week, actually, because you guys shopped yesterday too.
Yeah, that was the best shopping
didn't.
episode of any D&D show ever, even though it was technically not D&D. Proprietary
Wait.
eponym, thank you.
What was?
We played Sector 49, which is a Judge Dredd tabletop game that we played yesterday, and it was just us in.
They went to IKEA.
We were in Walmart. Just us in
No,
a
we
fucking
went,
Walmart.
we went to Value Store.
Yeah, or
Okay.
Value
Yeah,
Store.
excuse me,
And
Value Store.
It was just the whole thing was just that.
was
It
insane.
was amazing.
Funny.
So you guys head out. You know your way around this city, I think, by now. So you can probably
Yeah.
make your way quite quickly to the market area. However,
Uh-oh.
it's just a lot less busy than it was before. The archery contest is taking place across
Okay.
the river, so there's a lot of stores and people still here, but most of the market stalls and people that were just kind of set up on the ground selling their wares are gone. However, all of the storefronts are still here, and it's nowhere near as busy or as packed because you can get either side of the street now. So moving up and down this street is quite easy, and you can maneuver around a lot better than you've been able to do so far in Rosegard. So what are you looking for again?
We should probably purchase some sort of cart or some horses and some such. Perhaps we can get 19 a new sword and maybe some armor, weapons.
I'm personally good on those things, but I can look for the carts and the horses.
All right. Is that something you want to do?
But well, I mean, how hard can it be?
It is
Sure.
a large city, but I thought we were all staying together.
Oh, sure.
After all, you wouldn't want to get separated and have anything strange happen.
No, of course not. That would be terrible.
I'm. I don't know what. I'm cool with anything. I just can I have some of the money, or are you just gonna hold on to it?
I can give it to you if you like. The remainder for you, your 30%, would be 150 platinum pieces.
I am giving you the biggest stink eye. Your 30%.
150 platinum,
How much
gold.
was that?
That was gold. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
1,500 gold pieces. But keep it quiet, Drift. This is a lot of money.
Oh.
At least from what everyone is implying. Since
Stay on my shoulders. I won't let anybody touch you, Drift.
Okay. Should we do this in the alley or?
Hold on a moment.
Rose-colored trust deal.
I'm just
Maybe
gonna.
let's just keep it where it's at. Maybe that's the best choice
Yeah.
for now.
It's there's not a lot of people, but perhaps if we go into some sort of establishment to buy these weapons or armor and such, that is a proper place to exchange them. Less prying eyes out on inside of the building as opposed to out on the street.
Yeah, no, I of course.
Or you could just, if you see something you want, just let him know. And he'll take it.
Exactly.
Oh, like a credit.
I don't know what that is, but sure.
It's like I have credit with you
You're using
and
the
your
word
money.
that I don't understand to describe the thing that you want to do.
Yeah, it's like I have credit with your money,
But it's your money.
but it's a credit.
Sure.
Hold on 1 second.
Drift finds a child in the street and saves it. It starts crying. He picks it up and deftly returns it to its mother, warning her that if this ever happens again, he knows where she lives now.
Take the blood.
And everyone who is here, give me a perception check.
18. It's a nat 1 from 19.
Wow.
16.
So
I'm very caught up.
you struggling to speak and hear today. Your character is dead. I'm sorry, you missed a lot.
You were slain by a child.
Fuck off.
Slain by a
Dude,
small child.
my wife comes in real quick. Sorry. My wife comes in and she's like, I'm so sorry. She's like, look at our kid's face. And he has this like huge lip. I think he like bumped himself.
Oh
and
my
like, so he
God.
just there's just like the middle of his lip is like sticking out and he looks like a
So
fish.
he got your clumsy. I'm gonna hit stuff
Something.
and injure
Yeah,
myself.
but he was sleeping. So she's like, I don't know how this happened. I think he just fell. Yeah, sorry about that.
Everyone else
Sorry.
hears from across the river. Actually, no, 19 doesn't hear it, and Drift automatically fails for being away from the table.
Fair,
He will
fair,
learn
fair.
his lesson. But you hear from across the river a huge roar of excitement, similar to when Drift won the tournament yesterday. Sounds like people are going crazy, and you can kind of hear like a muffled, "And your winner, Oland the Bullseye." Somebody has won the archery contest, and it's going crazy over there. Going crazy. Just to let you know.
Well, it looks like we have another winner.
They cheered louder for you, Drift, just so you know.
Definitely.
Roll me 2 d20s. The first one is your cheer, and the next one is Oland's.
Am I rolling these?
Yeah, this is decibels times 100.
All right, so the first one is
6 decibels.
and this is mine.
No, that one was yours.
Oh, come on!
You got to roll lower than a 6. A 7.
Oh!
Slightly
No!
louder. Slightly louder
No!
for fan favorite Oland the Bullseye. Yeah. But I mean,
Come on.
you can give me
You don't know that though.
you can give me a
No.
deception check
lying.
and an
Yeah,
insight
sure.
check from Drift, please.
9.
I was helping, wasn't I?
Not anymore. She already rolled.
Rude.
Am I inside checking?
Yes.
Or you could just believe me.
I believe her.
give
I don't.
her-
I wouldn't even question her.
No, I want an insight check because you
Oh
stepped
my
away from my
God.
table.
Damn it.
Aww.
911. Call the cops.
You you believe her, but something seems off with her today. You believe her about this, but there's something else off with her today. You notice around this white lie that she tells you that you're not sure of. Something's up.
So perhaps we should buy some weapons and such, and then when we're ready to leave, we can purchase some horse and cart to carry our good friend 19, and the rest of us can get some horses.
Wait, so we're leaving?
Did you have any other reason to stay after we had received the knowledge?
No. I didn't know we were leaving. But it makes sense.
I mean, we had spoken of it.
We did.
Gooded?
What?
Did you just say gooded?
I said we did.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, I'm ready to go. I you know, I won a big contest here, and we've had some great moments and some bad moments, and it's good to know we're leaving.
I mean, we'll have to come back.
Of course. No, of
right?
course. It was just sort of nice, you know, to be like, I don't know, something.
What do you mean? We're not going to be something when we leave?
No, I just enjoyed having my name out there, and it was a great experience.
Your name will still be out there when we leave.
Of course, yeah.
They know your name.
Absolutely. I just, you know, I it's just been fun.
I put my hand on your shoulder. You're something with or without a contest.
That's the truth. I agree with it. I placed my really heavy hand on his other shoulder.
Thanks. Seriously.
So what weapons do you need, Iro?
Well, I know that 19 was looking for a new sword.
That bastard has my great sword still. I'm gonna need a new one. Well, I don't need it, but it would be best for me to have one.
And if
Buster sword, especially if it's a Buster sword. Anyways, yes.
And if I'm being honest, we should probably bring some. Well, we should get any ammunition that we might need for any ranged weapons that we have. I could use some crossbow bolts and possibly some better armor if we are going to undertake any serious fighting that may happen, or any other supplies that we might need.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, I could use
I've
some.
already picked up several rations. I'm going to divvy up 20 rations between them. Yes. So you guys
Push them
get-
away when you hands them to me.
Yeah. Okay, so then if it's just the three of you, I guess I'll give out 18, so 6 each.
Awesome. Added.
Okay, so minus 12 for me. All right. Well, let's move along then.
I'm okay, like, unless anybody wants to roleplay this, I'm okay, like, quick buying this
I'm
stuff.
so
Yeah.
cool with that.
Okay. And then we can go back to the library,
All right.
Yeah.
You want
the
to quick?
Guild of Knowledge.
You want to quick
Yeah.
buy those? Yeah, you can.
Yeah, just like
Yeah.
fast forward it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You can always fast forward.
I'm okay with doing it,
always.
but I won't lie. If we're getting a great sword, and we're actually gonna get one.
I'm going to pick up some studded leather for myself instead of regular leather.
Grab anything that's just on the things. If you want to,
Yeah.
they're in here. You can see them under
Also, if there's
your
like a
journals.
magic item shop somewhere, I'd probably be inquiring about that.
That I
There
would
is
like
in-
to.
That was the same
yeah.
thing I was gonna say. Like if we find
Yeah.
a great sword, I wouldn't be.
That would be super cool.
One.
Grab, yeah. What I was gonna say, grab the any weapons, armor, or adventuring items from the useful stuff tab. If you scroll down under your character sheets, it's down there somewhere. For me, it's really far at the bottom because I have about 1 million different other things in there, like monsters and that. But there's a useful stuff that says XP, weapons, armor, tools, and all that shit. If you want to pick any of those random things up, just tell me, and whoever is doing gold, which I think is you, Whack, just knock it off. In terms of special items, you walk up and down. Eventually, you find the Sword Master, and his name is Sid, and he sells. He's a dwarf.
Of course it is.
Does he have a some sort of lit cigar in his mouth?
No, he's a dwarf, and he sells a giant blade, which looks suspiciously like a sort of oversized, flat fucking piece of metal that's just way too big, bigger than even the greatsword you had before, kind of square, rectangular in shape, and then tapers off to like a flat, like sharp point on one end. The hilt is pretty much just a thin, singular cylinder wrapped in leathers. The whole thing looks like it's never been used. It looks brand new. There are 2 holes in the bottom portion.
Right now, are you?
And no, it's there, and it's sitting above the back counter. He's got many different weapons in here, and all of them look exotic or rare. Some of them just look ornamental, but for the most part you see blades and swords. Sid's Blades and Swords. There you go. That's the name of the store.
What is that? You see that, hero?
Yes, I do.
What is that? Can I hold that
Is that a
sword?
table?
Sid is a short blonde dwarf, and he's wearing quite fine clothes, to be honest, and his beard is braided into sort of like lots of different braids, kind of like tentacles coming off the bottom of his chin. And he, as soon as you walk in and walk eyes the same, but in your own headcanon giant, and stride over towards the giant blade, he looks up at it, looks back, and says, "Hey, that might be a bit too big for you, even.
Oh, can I try to hold it?
You can try to hold it for 100 gold pieces.
Just to hold it?
Just to hold it?
Hey, that's one of my best pieces. I ain't just gonna let any scruff off the street pack it up.
What if I wanted to just buy it straight up?
All right, you can give me 3,000 gold pieces.
3,000 gold pieces.
That's one of the best things I got in the shop. That.
I softly look at Eero. I literally it's like a dog, you know, like a dog did something bad, but they're like really didn't do anything, and they just kind of look over it with like,
What are you looking at me for?
I don't know, I don't really expect anything, but
3,000 gold pieces seems quite high. What can the sword do? It just
Right.
looks like a table.
yes,
Aye.
words.
First of all, that was made by legendary swordmaster Hattori Hanzo, right? Which means that's one of the legendary swords of the world. Okay? That thing is a
Name.
+3 great sword, and it'll deal an extra 2d6 slashing damage and double your strength damage modifier to any weapon.
Shit.
I guess I don't know blades because I have no idea what he's talking about.
It's a very good blade.
What is a D?
It's a very good blade.
Nice weapons
That's
talk,
when you're
that.
older.
D stands for destruction.
Nice weapons talk, that. Don't
Well,
worry
that's
about
not what I
it.
thought.
They wouldn't understand us, right, Sid?
Aye.
Which is exactly why we're better friends now, right? Because we understand each other.
Aye, I'll knock the price down. 2,999.
It's not bad.
That can only be wielded by the most powerful warriors and the richest nobles.
Well, we're neither of those, unfortunately.
Yes, we're not that rich. Just to tell you the truth, I recently, when my great sword was basically kidnapped.
Do you have anything else besides this sword?
Aye, what are you looking for?
Some sort of great sword for our large friend here.
I'm going to come back and own you someday.
I got regular great swords used in the military there, lad, once upon a time, right?
Aye.
We got a lot of refurbished military swords if you're looking to brandish the Roseguard brand again, or were you in the market for something different, something more special?
Something different would be good.
Let's see. He goes rummaging around in his box of PDFs.
While you're rummaging in there, is there anything I'd be able to do for you to get that sword at some point other than money, just out of curiosity?
No.
Hey,
19.
No for that.
yes.
Have you really not learned?
What?
19.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. Wow, that's a nice sword.
Do you only do blades? Or do you also do bracers?
We got a few items in here that aren't blades, but I'm more of a blade master, you know. You're looking for what? Bracers?
Yeah, maybe just custom sized bracers.
Might be able to use something here. Hold on. It seems Acrobat has crashed. And it won't fucking start again. It's pissing me off. I don't want to sell you no knockoff, you know. It's got to be good shit, otherwise it could undo the whole thing. You know, you don't want to be out there fighting stuff and find that you're just way too powerful or painfully underpowered on account of a quick, off the top of the head mistake. You know,
Right.
This is doesn't sound important, but it is. This might be the most important purchase in your life.
Well, actually, it would just be ornamental. It would be, you know, thin metal, just something to, I'm going to hold my arm out and show the bottom of our bracers, not the part with the gems in it. Maybe
Okay.
just something to put over these. Oh, God.
Hey, let's look at that. Grabs your arm. Hey, that's not. He turns it
Okay,
over.
maybe
oh,
don't. Okay,
that's nice.
all right.
Wait, what is that? He's got runes on that, ain't ya? Is that even the runes? Hey, wait a minute, I've seen this before. Right, where'd you
What?
get that? Where'd you find this then? Because that's
Did
special.
you say you have seen this before?
Oh, I seen the writing on it, aye.
Where?
Oh, we get a few ornaments and blades with. Have you ever heard of the ancient magi?
No.
No.
Right, long ago, before all of us come crawling out of the snow, there was
Thank God.
there was a race of wizards, right? More powerful than our wizards here. Child's Play, the strongest wizard that lives now. Right? Them's got their own kind of magic that's too strong now, right? And them's imbued that magic into certain things. Artifacts, weapons, anything, buildings, what I hear. Some of my here swords got that right, and hold on, let me look. I'll see if I can find any. Shite. Think I sold the last box. Had some daggers, had some of that writing on it. Special things. Throw that fucking thing, it'll come straight back on your pocket. Special.
Did you sell them recently?
Oh, nay, now that I think about it, it must have been about 50 years ago. Getting on a bit, me.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Right?
50. I was-
Do you have anything else here with those runes on it by chance?
Let me look. It's here, box. Let me look here in this barrel. No, got nothing left. It's all
Okay.
gone. Kinda hard
Alright.
to come by, but let me tell you, I know one thing. That'll sell for a lot, and also that's probably quite powerful. What does that do?
I actually have no idea, but I know that I'm not interested in selling it. But I would
Right.
like to be able to fashion something around it so it's not quite so flashy.
Right. I see. You want to? Yeah, I probably. I tells you what. I'll give you that for that.
It's not for sale.
Big sword for that bracer there.
Yeah, it's not for sale.
You're saying your most prized weapon can be traded for this?
Aye, that there sells for more money than I've seen in a long time. There's always a buyer coming by for that stuff. Always someone looking to pick it up. Always know as well, they can always find it. As soon as you get a batch of stuff with them their writings on it, always someone shows up, says, I'll take that off your hands. Sky high prices.
Who? Is it usually one person or different people all around?
Oh no, every time different person.
So, do you think you'd be able to fashion something to go around this, or
right.
no?
What are you looking for? Just something to sit around it?
Yeah,
Still
just
looks similar, like a cover.
yeah, just to
What
cover
about some
something
leather or
removable.
something?
Yeah, leather would be fine.
Leather,
Mhm.
the big, like a big leather, right? Just for you. And you want
Some
about
sort
No,
of leather bracer or some such to cover it up.
Yeah,
Right,
and
right.
I'd like 4 of them, please.
4
Just-
of them. Wait,
just in
you've
case
got
something
one
happens
too.
to-
You've got 2 of them things.
No, we have 2, and maybe in case something happens, it
Right,
gets cut.
hang on,
we
son,
have
I know when something's going down. Now listen. I thought you was walking in off street, just a bunch of random people coming in, traveling up to see that there archery. I didn't know that you is a powerful adventuring group, some sort of, I don't know what you work in, Inquisition. Some powerful, right, archaeologist types. Didn't realise you knew what you're talking about. Right, I got some good items. I'll give you that there sword, and I'll give you my best Hattori Hanzo blades, what you want, and I'll take them off your hands.
They're not for sale. Don't ask again.
Alright, I understand what you're saying.
Either that or you'll send away some potentially very good customers.
I know, right, I understand. Listen, I didn't realise you didn't have the money. You can have a little wee play with that sword if you want.
Wait, oh, well, I can hold it.
Hey, or I tell you, hang on, 1 second. Here's the thing. I got a sword just for you. Wait, man, let me tell you. Wait.
You call me a wee man?
He's very small. He comes out dragging the same sword as the one above on the thing. He picks it up, and he places it on the table carefully. Says,
What the?
"There's no scabbard thing like this big.
Say that again?
No scabbard big enough to go on that, right? You just take a little look at that, and I'll go look like for bracers. 4, not 8. You don't need.
No, just 4, please.
Isn't this the same sword?
It's not exactly my specialty, 19. I'm
Didn't
not
he
sure.
just say that he only had one of those? Did he just lie to us?
Yes, he did
Yeah,
say that.
he did. He sells this one and then puts this one, another one that looks just like it up in its place and says it's one of a kind.
What do you think he'd want for this?
He's not there at the moment. He is in a back room, and you can hear him rummaging around.
Again, it's
you
not
think
my
we could afford
specialty. Not sure.
Wait, so we can sell these for a lot of money?
No, Trick, no.
Oh,
Can you take it off?
No. I just like after. What about after?
so much arm sweat. And what about
I-
this sword?
Thought about after, actually.
He's still in the background. You can hear him just rummaging around.
I pick the sword up.
Yeah, it's heavy. It feels fucking heavy. It feels heavier than your other sword. What is your strength actually?
My strength's pretty high. It is a. Do you want just a straight up thing? Because I'm at 16.
Just yeah. That's all I needed to know. Okay. Yeah, it's a heavy sword, but it's weighted correctly. And you kind of get the feeling that this thing was crafted really well. It doesn't feel like it was like a weird knockoff or anything like that. Like it's gonna fall apart. You can give me an investigation check to confirm
Please.
your.
And then I only have one other thing I'm
Bullshit.
looking for outside of this, but I'll worry about that when the time comes. Also, real quick, we never discussed it. I can't use health potions, right?
Sorry, what?
I cannot use health potions, correct?
I think you can.
I think we decided we could, but I couldn't remember. I couldn't quite.
I don't think there's anything that says you can't.
An 8.
I got an 8 on investigation.
An 8. Yeah, I mean, that's all you can make out then. It seems fine. You're not really sure what it does, but it does. It seems weighted correctly. It seems legit, like a sword that you would be able to wield and use. But in terms of like what else it does or what's going on with it, it doesn't really make any.
Okay.
How does it feel, 19?
It feels good, and I pick it straight up and put it over my head. Hit the ceiling probably a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Careful.
Feels good, but I want to know the difference between this one and the one on the wall. Because if he's
Oh.
going to sell it for the same price, why wouldn't you just give me the one on the wall?
Well-
That's what he told me about.
We're about to find out, but I suspect I am correct.
He
Hero, you should use your You're very smart. You can swindle this man, can't you?
He can swindle anyone, it seems like.
I like this. I
Oh,
like
I
it.
can swindle anyone.
What?
Yes,
Me?
even your friends.
What are you two on about?
Even my friends, I can. All right.
What's happening? What's happening?
Yes. All right.
Sounds like a conversation for later. What is happening? But you all right?
What did I miss?
Yeah, we're
What
fine.
do you think? You think you could?
About 70% is what you missed, Drift.
That's a lot. I missed that much.
That
I was
is
just
a
over in the
lot.
sword
Oh, it's
area.
So much. It's so much. It's almost overwhelming.
So can you catch me up?
Unfortunately, I believe that's up to Eero.
19 is just staring at Eero.
Hero?
I'm not sure what's going on, Eero. You all right? And
Why don't we see what's going on with the sword, and then we can get out of here?
The man comes
All
back
right.
and he's.
sounds like a fantastic
Right,
idea.
1, 2, 3, and a big one for the big lad. Is that right?
If I may, sir,
Aye.
you have this sword on the wall here.
Aye.
It seems as if you may have been lying to us earlier. You were suggesting before that the sword was made by Hattori Hanzo himself, yet you have brought out several swords that seem to be rather similar.
Aye.
Would you perhaps be lying to us?
Nay. Give me an insight
Well,
check.
this is the same sword as that one on the wall. They're the exact same.
Give me an insight check. Anyone who wants to.
15.
Well, everyone's eyeballing him.
17.
I don't know why, but I believe him.
He's telling the truth. He says, Nate, that one's the real one, made by Hattori Hanzo. Does a lot of damage. That's called the Buster Sword. This one I got made by an armorer in the town to make it look like that one as best he can. This one's called the Busty Sword with 2 E's.
And how many of the busty swords do you have?
I got like 10.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Right, well, this one really not too different from just any great sword, except if you want, you can choose to attack from an extra 5 feet back, right? You're probably gonna be at a slight disadvantage, but if you want, you can attack a target within 10 feet of you, you know?
Oh, so it like has like a range extender kind of.
If
Do you have
want-
anything in between, perhaps? Anything a little bit stronger?
Right. Aye.
So was he lying to us, by the way? He was.
No.
No, he was telling the truth. That one is dope as fuck, but it's super sword. It's the best sword in the game. And this sword is a knockoff of that sword called the Busty sword.
So it's a good sword still. It's just not as powerful as the other one. That's really old.
It's not. It just gives you 5 extra like range
It's a great sword.
attack.
that
You get a
can-
disadvantage.
Not a
you-
+1 or a +2 or +3. Or
No, none of that.
It's a great sword that you can use. You can choose to have disadvantage to attack at 10 feet from, so you don't have to be in melee range and you can get out. He takes that down and brings out another sword that looks nothing like the Buster sword. It looks a lot more like a standard kind of greatsword, but it has where the pommel is, it comes up in a kind of spike at the bottom and then kind of curves like a cutlass almost a little bit at the top. And he places it down on the desk and he says, "Hey, this one's called the wind wheel, right?
That's cool.
Now, if you use this one as an action while wielding this, you can make 2 attacks against one target and spin your weapon around, jump in the air, bring it down, and if they both hit, your target is stunned, and you can,
Whoa!
but you can only use it twice, and then you need a long rest."
Oh, because it's so heavy and windy.
Well, how much is this?
Right, this one here's gonna set you back 150 gold pieces.
Oh.
The other ones are just that.
We'll take it. I
the
put
other
150
one's
gold pieces down on the table.
Ah,
Let's
neat.
go.
Wait,
Yeah, wait, you need to pay for the braces too.
yes. Well,
How much for the braces?
They're just a gold piece each for gold.
And I think since we've purchased this sword, you're willing to give us a nice deal, aren't you?
I
pretty
follow
good.
his lead and I put my hand, like I lean up on the table with the bracer showing because he was intimidated by that bracer and I want to intimidate this guy with ear.
I joined the other two.
I joined the other three.
I,
Do you want us each to roll for that or just zero?
wait, you want a deal on 4 gold?
Oh, did you say it's
Oh,
4
we're doing
gold?
this on 4 gold.
It's 4 gold for the braces. They're just
Yes,
less-
I
that's-
do.
That's not a bad. Okay.
All right.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Give me an intimidation roll with double intimidation advantage, which means roll twice and take the highest of 4.
24.
If he rolls higher than a 24, you have to fight him and he uses the Buster Sword.
Please. What's the chance of that?
Impossible. He
Okay.
rolled a 14.
Good, because I fucking rolled
He says,
shitty.
Ari, listen, Ari, I'll get it to you for, fuck it, take him.
Good. Excellent
just love-
business. Here you are, 150 gold. Let's
Right,
leave
good.
now.
Yeah,
Thank
that-
you.
Right, okay, they magic gold as well, they're gonna turn to dirt or nothing, okay.
You guys all start walking away.
That seems right.
I walk out.
Yep.
That seems right.
Thank you.
Hey,
Have a good one.
no
As they're
bother.
walking out,
No
I turn
bother.
around before I leave. I put my hand on the table and I kind of like put my hand on his, and I'm like, I'm not sure what's going on. For some reason, people are very tense right now, but I will have that sword someday. I'll be back here.
Like
No.
that?
Yeah, someday.
Alright.
I will have that. You should. I'm being serious. I plan to have that someday. I'm grateful for your time. It's a beautiful sword, and I could do a lot of things I need to get done with it.
Alright. Well, it's good to have dreams there, fella. Good adventuring.
19 is
19.
my name.
Oh,
yes.
right, 19. Hey, name Sid.
It was a pleasure to meet. I extend my hand.
19. They're leaving. Come on, man.
He says, I'm gonna turn into a frog. I'm gonna turn into a frog. He shakes your hand.
You're turning into a frog.
I'm a frog. Nah.
Kidding.
Hey,
Have a good day.
Harry. Good day to
I
you.
like hustle out of the place.
Holy shit. All right, hang on. Okay.
He shit himself?
No. He
Frog?
sits down on his stool and says, "Oh, every time them lot come in with them runes, right bunch of fucking freaks every time." Also,
yeah.
19. Give me a perception check.
Perception check. I will do that for you, Brad. Will you do something for me? 21.
21 is high enough. You notice that your bracer it has a little shimmer to it for a moment when you were pointing at the thing.
Shut the fuck up.
At the sword?
When you said I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna get that one day, the bracer had a shimmer to it. Catch it out.
Daddy.
You catch it out of the corner of your eye.
Daddy Hasmo, where you at right now?
Hey, okay.
When I noticed that, I kind of looked back at Sid and the sword for a second. Hold on to that for me. And I walk out.
Hey. Okay. Yeah, you head out. I'll add your thing into your character sheet on the break. I'll add the new sword in.
Sick.
All right. As soon as we step outside,
Are you two all right?
Yes, great. I'm fastening the leather bracer around my golden one or whatever.
Walk ahead with me for a moment, would you?
Drift, do you need help putting yours on?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask.
Yeah,
Can I
sure.
get it?
It's a bit.
Let me see it. Me and Iro put these on.
I'm mumbling the whole time. I hate her. I hate her. I
What did you say?
hate her.
What did you say? The right.
There you
They're
go.
out of you
There
shot
you go.
now.
Look at that. See?
Hey.
Bracer.
I've never seen you act that way before. What's wrong with you?
Point.
What's my point? You're my friend. I'm concerned about you.
Should be concerned about a lot of things these days.
Oh, I am. That's very true. Very much so. Are we on the same page of something that I don't know we're on the same page of?
There's a lot we have to talk about. Yes.
Me and you? What did I do?
No. No. No.
Allow me to carry you.
What?
Would you like me to carry you? Maybe you need a breath for me. You sit on my shoulder. Take a moment.
Well, I think it's time we head back to the it's been about it.
Carry me? No, I think I can walk. Thank
Wait,
you.
don't we need horses?
I think we should
No.
do that last, I believe.
Okay.
Yes. I just wanted to get a tunic. That's the only thing I wanted. A tunic with a hood. That's all I wanted to grab outside of this.
Perhaps there is some place that offers some things for some kindled somewhere in the city.
You think there might be somewhere that sold a tunic with a hood that would be big enough for me?
Maybe. It's worth trying.
Why do you want a hood?
Hoods are
I
great.
think that's best to be spoke of when we're not out in public. Apparently, we have a lot to talk about in private, right, Hero?
Oh,
Yes, I just think it'd be good for me to keep my. And as I say that, there's like a little piece of like metal kind of off of my jaw that from when I ripped it off.
So, let's continue on and purchase our things that we require.
Is this part of the 70% that I missed out on?
70% of... I paid for his sword.
Oh, thank you. By the way, you did. That was unexpected. I'm grateful for it.
That's what money is for.
If you ever want to use it,
I don't think I can carry such
here, let me try. I pull it off my back and I shove it into his hands. And I let go.
Sure. What is your strength score,
God.
Iridir?
It's an 8.
It's an
Oh
8.
no!
You can
dropping
give
his
me
brand new
you can give me an athletics check with disadvantage. You definitely cannot wield this thing. I assume you're probably not even proficient with a greatsword anyway. I don't know.
6.
A 6? Yeah, I think on a 6 you probably just fall over. It's just like a cartoonish stumble backwards, and the thing is super heavy. It's just a clank on the ground. Ding!
I reach over and I just swipe it off from him. And I grab him by like his collar and like shirt and I pick him up. Come on, lighten up now. I've never seen you so irritable. I'm not sure what's going on. I put the sword behind my back and
Rotable.
I dust. I dust off, Hero. I dust him off.
That's good.
You're very irritable. Oh.
Hilarious.
Yes. Well,
Oh, come on, Hero. You gotta admit, that was funny.
Hilarious.
well, all I want to see if I can find that cloak. I'm good. We can probably just teleport ourselves into the future, if you know what I'm saying.
Let's do it. Put our hands together, guys.
One.
With my arm powers combined.
Do you all put your
Go
hands
ahead,
together?
Hero.
What was that?
Are you all putting your hands together?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Hero.
Oh no. Oh no.
Do it.
So,
Shit.
I'm going to hope that Archimedes knows what I'm about to ask him.
Oh, he knows.
Because
Oh my God.
I'm going to
I was doing this as a joke. Like,
I'm just
it's the little kid in me.
I'm gonna kind of I'm gonna like reach in like I'm about to put my hand in, and then I'm going to yell out
Heart. Sorry.
I'm going to yell out Archimedes, won't you join us?
Yeah, what do you want him to do? He'll do it.
I want him to poop on Rin.
All right. I mean, you want? Okay. I thought it was just going to be land somewhere. Give me an animal handling check.
Oh.
If I had inspiration right now,
The
I'd
most
spend
like
so
the
hard.
most standard shit. I mean, he will. If you just want him to like land on your arm or on a windowsill somewhere, you can do that.
Damn it, that's a 6.
Archimedes lands on your shoulder. and ruffles his feathers a lot, and it's probably fucking terrifying when you think about like an owl landing on your shoulder probably for the first time. But like although he doesn't do what you want, he does land on your shoulder and it looks cool as fuck. An owl, which by the way is like fucking golden, it's radiant in the sun almost, as it lands on his shoulders, ruffles his feathers. Eero probably freaks. And this thing, but it just settles there and it fucking eyeballs Rin with its big golden eyes.
Eero, are you alright?
You got the owl!
What?
You got the owl? The owl came to you?
Wait, is this?
Meet Archimedes.
Oh.
Oh my! I was gonna buy you the owl before we left. That's why I wanted my money.
Well, I beat you to it.
I put my hands on my hips.
You said you didn't get it? Guys, this owl can tell the future.
Oh, can it now?
Yeah, anything you want to know. It knows it. That's what the guy...
All right. I walk up to the owl and I get face to face with it. Who made me?
I don't think that's a
Not the
future or past
future.
question.
That's in the past.
Oh. Who made me?
The owl doesn't even look at you.
It's still looking at me.
Yeah.
Why is it looking at me? Eero.
I wonder.
Can you look at me? Hey, buddy, I was gonna buy you for my friend, but apparently he already... Did you buy him?
I then take something out of my backpack. It looks like this horrible, disgusting, fourth hand hat that is patched together from several, like, it looks like several different articles of clothing. And I just kind of scowl at it for a second and I frown and put it on my head.
What?
It's a hat of vermin as I summon a mouse for Archimedes.
What?
Yeah, I mean, you tell me how this looks and how this goes.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's a hideous looking hat, and I just kind of put it on my head, and I'm just looking really uncomfortable, like I don't want this thing on my head. And I mutter a few words, and I guess I like point to like an alley nearby or something, and like a mouse just kind of scuttles out. I say, Archimedes, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, as you're thinking it and about to say it, he leaps off of your shoulder and flies down, hooks up the mouse, and disappears up into the air.
So happy you got that.
I take the hat off as quickly as I can, like as soon as he's done. I just take it right off, cram it back in the bag. All right, let's buy our things and get out of here.
And that's a good time to go to a break. 19, you
Yes.
will notice that on your character sheet, you have Wind Whirl, special ability, which tells you the ability. Also, while you're carrying this, you're proficient with acrobatics.
Oh, that's fucking sweet,
So,
actually.
there you go.
That's amazing.
The sword is, I mean, again, it looks like just a relatively standard great sword, single kind of line point. The pommel has these two spikes that come off in a trident. You know, like imagine how like a trident would go at the bottom. It has like this thing that comes up along the sides, and then the pommel comes down to a point. And but it other than that, it's just kind of pretty standard looking, normal leather wrapped hilt. And the crossguard, I mean, comes up like a trident. Sorry, not the pommel. But holding it, it leaves you feeling lighter on your feet, allowing you to do this crazy move where you can jump a little better and you can balance a little better, and you feel a little lighter.
That's really cool considering how big I am.
And you can do this crazy anime attack. Thank you, random website.
Did you already put the 2 into acrobatics? Did you already check it? Because it's already
It's
checked.
Yeah, I checked it for you.
Okay, cool.
Just because I added the thing. And then there's also the thing in your features and traits, which you can click and open and close if you want to use it. And I added on the core sheet, in the features on the bottom right here, the bottom right hand thing, Windwell. You also have in your thing next to Channel Divinity, you've got Windwell 2 of 2. Remember, you only get 2 uses of that ability per long rest. And that's where we're going to go to a break. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this
Thank you.
evening or afternoon. And we're going to go to a little break. Thanks for watching. If you want to check out the Discord, then please do, because it is great. And everyone in there is currently writing the campaign for me. Thank you so much with all of your theory crafting. I'm kidding. You're all wrong. Almost everything you've said is wrong. Keep going. Do your best.
It's great. Stretch your legs.
It is good. I love it. Like it's one of my like go-to things, especially on like a Wednesday and a Thursday, just after the episode goes out. I'll just leave them, and then when I get in bed, it's my reading. I just sit and read through everyone's thing, by the way, so I do see it. I just bite my tongue because I want to respond half the time. I always wonder if someone can see me begin to type and it comes up and says like Brad is typing.
Oh yeah, we do.
And then I'm like, no, I can't say
and
that.
we all wait. We all wait, and then nothing ever happens.
The super spoiler.
Fucking great.
I appreciate that. Remember, again, we have a brand new show next Wednesday, episode 1 of Nocturne, DM'd by PB, first official PB show on Tablestory with an all-star cast. I think I still have a trailer, so I might run it in the break. We'll be back in a few minutes. And don't forget...
into the darkness, my friend. Your eyes will adjust in time.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the stream. Oh no!
Brad, why?
What's
Sounded like you had a
happening?
mini or.
Oh
yeah,
my
I
God.
don't know what
No,
that was.
I did it. It's because
We're back.
my scenes changed around. There we go. Is this correct? Yes. Hello there. Hello there. Hello. Weaponized taint. How are you doing? That's what happens.
Wish I could weaponize my team.
That's what happens when you go into Peachy's chat and I show up. He's got a little soundboard thing of me going weaponized taint, and I don't know why. I don't even remember saying it.
That's you?
That's me.
Oh shit.
Welcome back, you guys. So, did you buy all the random things that you wanted to buy? If you wanted to upgrade some armor and stuff, Whack. Did you do that? Just so I know what we're checking off here.
I'm getting studded leather
She's
armor,
gone. What
20
the
crossbow bolts,
fuck?
and 20 arrows.
What's wrong with PB?
My only thing was buying the cloak.
I fucking love that clip. I didn't realize that was you.
You just want a cloak. It's nothing
Like a cloak with
metal.
a hood. Like a literally like
Yeah,
a cape with a hood, basically.
Find on the thing how much a robe is, and it'll be the same amount as that. I feel like
What would be
it's-
a robe?
It's on the adventuring items prices.
I didn't write this to you.
What item was it?
Hero, but 20 arrows.
Robes is 1
Crossbow.
gold, so knock off a gold.
Arrows.
Crossbow bolts or arrows?
Then add it to
Crossbow.
your
I'll pay
inventory.
for that myself, though. Yeah, for sure.
Make sure you add it to your inventories. Anything that you're adding in. And things and stuff. And was anyone buying anything else mega special or anything like that?
I think we just wanted to look and see if there were any other like magical type shops around for stuff in
please.
general.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, there's a couple of different magic shops. Are you looking for anything in particular, or you just want like trinkets and stuff like that?
I would definitely
Yeah.
be looking for trinkets.
Yep.
Of some kind, some curios,
Amulets. Yeah.
You said Cheerios.
Okay.
magical Cheerios.
I've ate those.
Cheerio.
They just clear out all your cholesterol. You're just back at 0.
Yeah. Let me see what we have. So first of all, I'll roll this to determine something else. And yeah, you find a little store that's kind of out of the way. You maybe almost walk past it before something catches your eye in a window. Kind of a little candle flickers, and you realize that there's even a window there. And you kind of turn back, Eero, and maybe usher everybody inside. And you see, as you head in, it's like that. If you've ever seen Gremlins, there's the store where he buys gremlins from. It's like super gloomy and dark, and like the smell of incense hits you as soon as you open the door, and the light from outside does nothing to penetrate the sort of perpetual gloom in this odd little room as you wander in. There doesn't appear to be like a typical desk or a merchant or anything. You just walk in and it is just filled with bits and pieces, and you see a little creature suddenly scuffle across the floor towards you, and it opens its eyes and looks down at you, up at you. Give me nature checks.
All of us?
Yeah.
Sweet.
17. 17 from Rin, 9 from 19,
Sorry, I was muted.
11 from Drift.
Iridir and Rin, you have seen one of these creatures before. This is an imp, but it is not a normal imp. It's too big, and it looks a little odd. Its eyes are too wide and they're a little pale. They normally have like completely blackened eyes, whereas its eyes are kind of a little wider than normal. Its skin is usually a very sort of red brick color, but it's kind of pale. It kind of comes out as a kind of light brown. It has wings which are folded in on its back, and it's just wearing a sort of a sash around its midriff, and then it's got nothing on its legs. It scurries up to you very quickly and then looks up and says, "You gotta be kinda special to find this place. Wasn't expecting customers today." He reaches down and pulls out this odd kind of wrapped leaf and lights it and then puts it in his mouth, and this odd smoke like kind of wisps upwards. The smell is very, very sweet, like extremely sweet, almost sickly sweet, and it mixes with the incense kind of incorrectly. He then blows out above you, and this smoke drifts upwards, and it kind of probably hits you, and as soon as it does, you feel a little dizzy. He says, "Okay, what brings you to my little emporium here? You gotta be looking for something pretty special."
Are you all right?
Excuse me, are you Are you an imp?
Yeah, I'm an imp. Okay, what's it to you?
Well, the last one that I saw was, well, a bit of trouble.
Yeah. Technically, I'm a fiend, a creature from the abyssal realm, the nine hells, yeah. But nah, I've been here long enough. It's okay. I'm not gonna do nothing to you unless you try and take my things. Then you'll see my true form.
All right.
He takes another deep puff on this weird leaf and then blows it out towards all of your faces. And again, it kind of makes you feel a little woozy. He says, come on, I ain't got all day. Take a look around, and if you can't find nothing, well, you might be stuck in here a while, but there's an exit around, okay?
What do you sell here?
Things and stuff.
Well, what's that green thing on the wall? Looks like a necklace of some sort.
That? No, that's no necklace. You think that's a necklace? That thing contains a god.
A god?
Yeah, it's a cage. It looks like a necklace to you, probably, but that thing contains something more powerful than you could ever imagine. I mean, I can sell it to you, but you're gonna have to leave town and find somewhere wide open before you start fucking with that thing.
Wait, how much? Guys, that's a god. How much is that? How much is that?
He starts sniffing you. You smell wrong. What's wrong with this one?
What's wrong with you?
Oh, there's a lot of things wrong with me,
He
but you
hasn't
don't
bathed
look like
today,
a
if
doctor.
that's what you mean.
No, there's something off with you. I'll tell you one thing, kid. Someone like you don't want to fuck with a religious artifact like that.
You have anything that's not so religious?
What do you think we'd find interesting here? You seem to have us all worked out.
You're gonna be here for a reason. Which one of you is the high-class mage? You don't get through these doors without being a high-class, powerful mage. Come on. What's it gonna be? I ain't gonna do nothing to you.
Eero uses magics.
I have been known to use magic.
He gives you a sniff. You don't smell that strong.
Well, thank you.
What are you looking for? You're probably looking for this. He reaches down and hands you a deck of cards.
What do they do?
It's a deck of illusions.
Deck of illusions.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Try it out, Eero.
What kind of illusions?
All sorts. Hey, pull a card at random.
I don't think I trust him. I'm going to kind of like, I'm trying to see if he's trying to scam me or screw with me or something here. Can I roll an insight check?
Oh, yeah, you can roll an insight check.
It's a really good thing that I have inner willpower as Tiger Rider. Realized 19 was about to be like, oh, I'll grab a card.
There's no. He's. I mean, he seems like he's an imp, but doesn't seem like he's playing you in this, at least.
All right. I'll say illusion. Interesting. And I'll take a card.
Give me a d20.
What the?
Oh, this is so fucking cool.
16.
He says, all right, throw it on the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I place it
Do it.
on the ground.
I take a step back.
I get closer.
You throw it on the ground, and in a kind of an immediate kind of figure is formed. Give me an Arcana check as well with advantage, Eero. What you see is
11.
What looks similar to your spell, or a spell that you know known as Major Image. And you see an illusionary creature appear. It looks like the kobold of which Rin snapped a certain neck. A kobold appears. Boop, boop. And it's just an illusionary sort of figment creature. But it's moving around as if it's real. It looks super real to all of you, apart from Eero.
That's
there's now
impressive.
just a kobold moving around, and it starts to just fuck with the items on the shelves and doesn't move any of them, but then looks and moves around and starts to fuck with things.
How long does this last?
You also feel a particular connection with the Eero in the sense that you might be able to inform it what it wants to do.
Okay.
He says,
I'm going to have this thing walk up to Rin
Of course you are.
and kind of like look at her inquisitively, and then break its own neck and fall to the ground.
Oh my God!
It does that. It also remains on the ground. It says that if the card is picked up, the illusion is automatically and instantly dispelled. So the little kobold walks up to you, snaps its own neck, and falls on the ground. And the imp says, "That's pretty dark, man. What the? Maybe you.
That's
Isn't it though?
Maybe
It's
you should
very
be-
dark, right?
Aren't you
Did
you're the fiend here, not me. You came in afraid of me. God damn." Another sickly sweet smell.
How much would you part with this for?
That one's 500 gold pieces. I got a better one if you want that.
I'd
What-
like
what-
to. Oh, sorry. I'd like
What
to
do you
leave.
mean you have a better one?
There's a better one. The illusions sometimes hurt people or do things like you. One of the cards is a castle. You tore it down. It's a real castle. Like a major image.
Do you have anything where I can look different?
Yeah. You've already got one of them. I smelt it. Major.
I'll take it.
Yep.
Oh, wait,
Sure.
Eero, before you do that, I think we might want to look around first. I don't know how much gold we have left of Drift's 30%.
No, he has the 70. I got the 30. Oh, but he's holding on to it. Yeah, that's right.
All right, fine. We'll look around for
You
more.
want-
I don't
you
know
want-
what
you
we
don't want it
find
or
that's
you do
better
want
than
it?
this.
I'd like to speak in Infernal to the imp, and I would like to ask if he has anything to help stave off bloodlust.
Okay. Drift speaks Infernal, so you understand what she says. I think he speaks because he's a tiefling.
Yeah.
And the imp says back in like Infernal, stay off bloodlust. There might be something that I can do for that. Hold on. He heads back out to like he kind of just he scurries around on all fours. His wings kind of loose behind him, and he disappears underneath just a pile of stuff. Again, there's nothing, it's not coherent. There's no like real, there's some shelves and stacks and piles and things around you, but it's kind of like being in a hoarder's paradise in here. Some of the shit goes up to the roof. There's like clothing, there's armor, there's swords, there's books, there's wands and staffs and things like that, all kind of around in a mishmash.
While he's looking, I'm just gonna ask Rin. I'm just gonna be like,
Are you asking in Infernal or are you asking in Common?
I'm just in common. I'm just gonna say why. Why?
I think you know. And I say that in Infernal.
Hero,
Yes.
I've never seen a place like this before.
Well,
I've also never seen an imp until today.
I lean in.
Mind being
I
called
lean in towards 19, and they say, "Be thankful about that."
Why do you say that? Are they trouble?
They
Are
usually
they in
do.
trouble?
19.
What? Fucking hears you. No, you don't get any response back.
What is this place? Like, what is...
Well, I don't really know how to describe it, but sort of felt a pull to come to this place. It's a magical shop. It has various items that you would not be able to find anywhere else.
As he says that, I have this little pouch. You know, like when you get like a clothes in the mail and the clothes are in like a little plastic bag that you have to like pull off the thing of and start pulling the clothes out of. I start pulling out the hood and the tunic I bought, and I start pulling it out, and and I'm just continue to talk, and I just throw it over my shoulders and pull the hood up and put it over my head, and right in front of Eero. And it's like huge. It literally like is almost bigger than me because I bought like the 1,000,000 X one because it was the biggest one they could get. And it like I could like almost like pull the tunic around me until like my nipples if my character had nipples. I'm like, oh, what do you think of this? It fits very well, and the hood is just what I was hoping for.
Well,
I turn to the side to cover my face.
It seems to do the job that you were looking for.
Yeah, so the side you can't see my face, can you? To the side?
Not really, just a little.
Good. And I keep the hood up, and I just kind of like pull the tunic in, almost like I'm holding suspenders. It look good. It's black. I got it straight jet black. I like it a lot. Do you like it?
It actually looks quite good. We match. I'm gonna put my head up.
We do. Well, I figured my tone of my color of my armor is black and a little bit of gold, and now I've got the black robe. I just feel like it's starting to come into myself, I suppose. And it kind of hides my greatsword. That's the other reason I got it so big. Can you see the hilt barely popping out of the top?
Well, it's not going to be easy to hide that.
Yes. What do we do?
The creature comes back and says, I ain't got no rings in stave off bloodlust, but and then he switches to common and says, I got this ring here. It'll stop you from murdering. You got the need to murder, right? Is that what it is? Looking at you, Rin.
Oh,
Oh, she does. How much does that cost?
Yeah, these rings are 101 gold pieces.
Sounds like a worthy investment, Rin.
Psychopath. Now, I've met a few.
Yes.
I think your deck of cards might be of more value.
Can we afford both of them?
He sniffs you as soon as you speak. And then in Infernal says, so this one, what's his problem? I smell it, there's something wrong.
I just look at him instantly in Infernal and say, there's nothing wrong.
Why he speaks Infernal? Why are you trying to speak Infernal as if he can't speak Infernal to me? He says to Rin.
No, I understand that he can speak Infernal. I want him to know that I know and that I'm okay, and I just want to help him. And there's nothing wrong with him.
There's nothing wrong.
There's nothing wrong with him.
There's something wrong with him. I can smell
Need
it.
a little help.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong.
Yeah, you smell like blood, death.
What are they saying, Eero? Do you understand them?
I don't know.
I'm gonna move closer.
Like,
to Dre.
I said, what is that?
I don't know. I
I'm
thought
gonna-
maybe they had a cough or something.
I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder again. There's nothing wrong with him. Just sometimes we need a little bit of assistance. If you can't help us, that's okay.
Well, what do you need assistance with? I can help you with other stuff. I got a ring that stops bloodlust, whatever that is.
I turn to Drift. Do you want the ring?
No.
Okay.
Okay, I'll put that one away. What else do you need then?
I'm gonna try and leave, Brad.
Yeah, give me a perception or an investigation check.
Oh, God. Natural 20.
You turn around, you move like a fucking set of clothes aside, and there's the door, and you walk out.
Right.
He goes to walk out, and does 19 see him walk out?
Yeah, everyone sees it. It's just
Yeah,
through like
it's
a
just-
rack of fucking Forever 21 clothing.
I follow him.
Ah, there's the exit. I've been looking for that for a long time.
Well, good day to you. And I follow out, and like I actually like try to get quick enough that I can grab Drift when he leaves. Not like
Okay.
in there, like keep him in there, but like outside before he like walks way far away.
I'm not going far. I'm just stepping out.
All right, he steps out. You step
We'll
out.
be able to talk.
The little imp says,
There's definitely something wrong with that kid. You want to watch yourself? I can smell dark blood, and I'm not talking the tiefling half.
He's saying this in common.
"Yeah,
God.
I was trying to help.
Can't help a kid like that. He's into some dark shit, whatever that is.
Trying to help. Yes. I'll take that deck of illusions.
Very well. 500 gold pieces.
Hand it over.
Very well. Platinum. Okay. Yeah. And do you want anything else?
No, I'm fine.
Okay. And yeah, do come again. I still don't know
Oh.
how you got in.
Wait, I did have another question.
Yeah.
Have you seen anything like this before? And I'll pull my arm out and I'll take the leather off of the bracer and show it to him.
Well, holy shit. Ain't seen one of them in a while.
What is it?
That is a bracer of the ancient magi.
Ooh.
Fucking
Ooh. 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 Ooh.
Where's the
Wish
dude?
I was still in there.
Me too now. Fuck off, Drift. Why do I have to care about you?
Why is it so special?
Yeah, what does it do?
Some people call it a bracer. I always called it a manacle. Yeah, that I just
Yeah, well-
they bind themselves to you magically. It makes you do something. If you don't do whatever the fuck you agreed to, you're gone. They send you somewhere. Completely random. Could be anywhere. Could be down the street. You could end up in the abyssal realm. You could be in a complete alternate reality, hanging out with talking lions.
Is there any way to stop it or to take it off?
You could ask the fucker to put it on you, or you
That's
could
not
just.
an option.
I would recommend you do whatever the fuck you agreed to.
Okay.
What does
Well,
he
thank
want
you
you
for
to
your
do? Kill someone, right? Huh?
No,
No.
more like save the world, actually.
Save the world? What's happening this time?
Who knows?
All right.
Perhaps it is some sort of, I don't know, cult trying to control things.
A few cults knocking about. Reckon there's one in this town. That's what I reckon.
Do you? Do you know anything about them?
Might be worth a few coins.
How many is a few?
Cult as fucked as that? Let's call it 50.
Make it 45 and you have yourself a deal.
yeah, persuasion check."
God, I wish I was inside.
13.
You drive a hard bargain. All right. 45 gold. What do you need to know? The name?
Whatever it is that you know about them.
I know a few things. There's a fucker of a tiefling that runs the fuckers, and they're called something like progenitor. I think it's called progenitor. Right, fucking bitch. She knows how to find me, and she comes in here asking about all sorts of shit. If you show her them braces, she'll probably cut your arms off. That much I know. Always hunting around with stuff like that. Yep. I think they wanna probably make a lot of money. I guess their MO is money. It's gotta be money, right?
Oh, that sounds reasonable.
Fucking old tiefling. Way too old. Let me tell you that. And they're into some dark shit too. collecting all sorts of artifacts, rounding them up, planning something. That's what I reckon. Probably not the end of the world. Cults don't plan ends of worlds, right? Ah, kidding. I've run a few cults in my time. I'm out of that business now.
Blows the smoke in your face.
Wait a minute. Them's put the bracer on you, didn't they? You're working for a cult. You've been caught up.
Not exactly.
Sure.
That's all the information that you have?
Yep.
Speaking of cults, let's say we were caught up in one. That particular one.
Yep.
Have anything that could help hide us?
Hide ya from them fuckers.
Yes.
Oh,
Let me see. Mm-hmm.
Which one of you is the powerful mage?
I suppose that would be me.
Well, it's just us now, Ira. You don't have to lie, and neither do I.
Rin, I don't know what or who you are. So, if he's asking for a powerful mage, it might very well be you.
It isn't.
Well,
Really?
You gotta be pretty fucking strong. Oh wait, no, you guys ain't strong at all, are ya? You failed me because you got them fucking things on. That's why. That's some of the strongest magic there has ever been, never will be. Locked down in your wrist, flaunting around town with some fucking murderer.
I cover the bracer back up, and I kind of just cross my arms underneath my cloak.
Do you have
gotta-
anything or not?
You could, yeah, I got it. I got what you want one each or just for you?
All of us. 4, please.
What is it that you have?
A ring. I
And
got
what would
you.
it cost?
4 rings. These here, selection of 4 beautiful rings of mind shielding.
And how much would they cost?
4 of them, that's gonna set you back 500 gold.
Do we have it, Euro?
Done.
Very well.
Do we have to wear them on our fingers, or can we just be holding them?
Don't think you got
Wearing
nowhere
them
else to
around our
wear them.
Okay.
I'd put them on.
I put one on right away.
Hey, when's the world gonna end? Best make sure I get home in time.
Well, you might want to go soon. Because it's the 4 of us trying to stop it, so.
All right, I'll do that. Do you want anything else?
still doing business.
I think we're okay.
That'll be it. Thank you.
Did you get your
Alright.
card, Zero?
Yes.
Okay.
He hands you the box of rings. He
Thank you.
says,
Don't tell any of those fuckers. Actually, it doesn't matter. Okay, I'm busy. I gotta go meet my cousin Cran. We're going to the dog races down by the wash. Okay? Have a good day. The exit is right there.
Have a good day. Thank you.
Good day.
you guys stepping out?
Before I do that, Eero, I am trying to help.
Rin, I don't know what to believe. You're not exactly making a case for yourself for anyone to believe you.
I don't need anyone to believe me. I just need you to believe in me.
Well, I am a part of anyone. It's difficult, Rin, to say the least.
What was I supposed to do? If If I told you sooner, you might be dead.
Might be. You wrote it down on a piece of paper. That seems like a rather easy solution. Perhaps you could have let us know earlier, before.
They've been watching.
We've had the room all week, Rin. We've been together, we've been away from each other, and yet it seemed like you did it right before we leave this place. I can't trust you. What do you expect of me? I haven't led an easy life, Rin. I have had people betray my trust before. I'm not a trusting person. It takes a lot to earn my trust. And everything that you've done from the day that we met has been questionable. There have been glimmers. There have been moments where I think maybe I can trust you.
Like when I dragged you through the gate to save all of your lives? Everything I have ever done, Eero, has been to try to help you guys. And myself, I won't lie. In the beginning, I was trying to save my own skin. But you helped me back at Green Hill, and I didn't forget that. And everything I've tried to do since then has been to try to help us all.
Well, I suppose we'll have to see. But for now, I'm just not sure.
That's fine.
I'm going to walk out.
Sure.
I look behind me to see if the tiefling is still here listening, because I'm sure he fucking is.
The imp is sat there
That's what
with
I
some
meant.
fucking
Yeah.
popcorn, dude.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, don't mind me.
Yeah.
You can carry on.
Don't tell them we were here.
Yeah, that'll be worth a few gold too.
How much?
We'll make it 10.
I give him 10 gold.
I'll do my best. Those rings will only save you so much. A group like that, they got magic stronger than the magic in them rings. Just like the magic that's on your wrist. Ain't no much that can stop that.
How much time do we have? Great. Thanks. Enjoy your 10 gold.
I'm gonna put it on the fastest dog there is.
I leave.
So, Drift and 19 stepped out before everyone else. When you step out of the store, you think that you had been dealing with just an old man in a knick-knack shop, and some of the items he sold were pretty cool. As you step out and look back behind you, the store, you're like, oh wait, we must have walked a couple of doors down, because this is like a bakery, then it's closed for the day. What the fuck? That store must have been over there, and your memory of it is a little hazy. There's a distinct sort of sweet smell when you think about it. 19, you step out afterwards, same effect basically, and catch up with Drift.
Drift?
Yeah.
Why did you leave so quickly? What were you speaking with about? I couldn't understand a word you were saying.
Just didn't want to be in there any longer.
In what? In the bakery we were just in? What were we doing in a bakery, anyways?
I had the same thing. I thought we were.
I swear there was a little small man like half my size.
I think I'm still hungover.
Yeah, are you all right?
Yeah,
You and Eero both seem irritable today. I'm not really quite sure what's happening.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I just didn't want to be in there any longer. Why'd you leave?
Well, because you're my friend, and we should stick together, all of us, and we shouldn't be splitting up. There's no way I'm letting you wander off by yourself anytime soon again.
Right.
Last time I did, you tried to stab me in the neck with a knife, I feel like.
I will never get that drunk again. Promise you that.
Well, it all happens. And I care about you, my boy, and I just didn't want you to be alone.
Thanks.
What do you think the other two are at? They're coming, bickering some more.
Yeah, if
I
you
think I see.
like
yeah,
a minute later, they step out from a shop there, and then they must have been in the shop, and then they're next to you. Same thing, Iro and Rin. It's kind of like that dream magic, right? Where like you're in a room in your dream, and then you're in the fucking supermarket, and then you're on a plane just by stepping through doors, and you just accept it and carry on, and it's fine. And that's pretty much what happens.
Remember what we bought?
You remember what you bought, yeah.
Okay.
You have the things that you have in your possession. You just struggle to kind of consciously remember where you bought them from or who, although you kind of your brain fills in the blanks with justifications.
Okay, and I don't even question it. Okay,
yeah,
got
you
it.
just wouldn't question
I'm
it.
going to
You get
pass
that
a
distinct
ring.
smell though.
I'm gonna pass a ring to Drift into 19, and I say
I'm not wearing this.
Look, we got matching rings.
I'm going to say the ring is to protect your mind. It has nothing to do with your urges.
As he's saying that, I'm trying to put a ring on all of my fingers, and it won't fit on the majority of them. And I get to my pinky, and it fits.
Like down, like right before the middle knuckle.
Yeah, it's like just right after
Like
right after the middle knuckle.
I feel like for
That's how I'm
500,
supposed to wear it.
I think for 500
that's-
gold there is a ring a finger that
Okay, yeah,
one of
okay.
these rings will fit for each of you. And I'll
Okay.
give you the blurb in
Oh,
a
it's
bit.
like a magic ring. It just resizes once you put it on.
I'll add it to your sheets one by one.
Mm-hmm.
So what does the ring do exactly? What's like the definition?
I'll tell you what it does, yeah. But I'll add this to your sheets afterwards because I can just copy and paste it and throw it in. But essentially, what this does is that while wearing this ring, you're immune to magic that allows other creatures to read your thoughts, determine whether you are lying, know your alignment, which is kind of pointless because we don't really do alignment, or know your creature type, which I don't know what.
No,
that's
you're
even.
lying? Oh, shit, hero!
That's actually sick.
That's really good. Man, we have more stuff in this D&D campaign than I've ever had in any other D&D campaign ever.
Especially now, you've got
Drift
money.
won
and
5,000 gold.
Yeah, I won so much money, dude.
And we're on episode 26 of shopping. Creatures. It's not over yet. Creatures can telepathically communicate with you only if you allow it. So they can't do any, like, you can't do message unless you allow it and stuff like that.
What,
So
can
if
we
anyone,
message each other?
yeah, because you would allow it, right? So you can just do like a blanket, like I allow you to call me. Other than that, you have fucking call forward.
If we
or
have
whatever.
magic. Or,
You
Um,
need to have
I do a block call against Rin if I want to, then is what you're saying?
Here's the next part.
You need to have the
wait, there's
spell.
more parts.
There's more. You can use an action to cause the ring to become invisible until you use another action to make it visible until you remove the ring or until you die. And the final part. If you die while wearing the ring, your soul enters it unless it already houses a soul. You can remain in the ring or depart for the afterlife as long as your soul is in the ring. You can telepathically communicate with any creature wearing it. A wearer can't prevent this telepathic communication.
Holy
Hold on a second. Does that mean there might be already somebody in the fucking ring?
Are there souls in the ring now?
Each of you roll me a d20.
Yes! Yes!
Yes.
16.
Oh my God.
16. 13.
13 for me.
17!
Oh, please. Oh,
17.
please. Oh, please. Oh,
Please
please.
be above 10.
I got 17. You got a 3.
3.
Oh, shit. 3.
None of the rings have souls in.
Damn it.
Oh, here's how I did that. If you got a 1, it was going to be an evil soul, and if you got a 20, it was going to be like a fucking good guy soul. But no. So now you just have empty rings of mind shielding. Technically, Drift still has a fucking hand that talks as well, and that was.
I thought that was only for 4 days.
I can't-
Oh, yeah. It's
with-
only been like
It's
2
still,
days.
it's still there. It's
Yeah.
still there. I've had
Um,
many moments with it that you guys have not seen.
So.
Not like that. Not like that. No, just like many
I have a
annoyances.
question for you, Brad.
Yes.
just meta reasons.
Yeah.
Do we know what it does, or just that it's going to protect us mind-wise?
Yeah.
Like, did it come with a little
Golf
parchment
chat.
what it does, right?
A little. How does this thing work? Like a little
Yeah,
thing.
like
In the box, there's like a little rolled parchment that explains kind of what it does.
Okay.
In
Okay.
D&D terms, and then
Okay.
it's signed. Wait a minute, I've already forgotten his name. I think his
Is it
name.
going to be one of the book authors? It is.
His name is Zlan.
By the way, in one of these shops, Drift, I would have given you your money. By the way,
Right.
so it was.
You've never met
you
anyone
got-
called Zlan.
You gave me 1,500 gold.
You got so yeah, it's either 1,500 gold or
150 platinum. Great.
I will add the ring things at the end because
Okay.
it's just not a big deal on your character sheet right now.
I can still get messages, correct,
What do you mean?
Brad? While wearing that ring.
Oh shit!
We'll find out.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I didn't, cause I'm just gonna listen to what he told me, so I'm not gonna meta that at all. All right, sweet.
Amazing.
You also got a deck
Maybe we
of
did help him.
illusions. Do you have that whack? Did you like just grab it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and put it.
dragged
Okay, cool. Oh, actually, yeah. There's a ring of fucking mind shielding in this.
Yep. You can just drag it in.
Oh, dude, do that. Okay, so you can just search it on the information thing and drag it to your character. If you can't do it or work it out, I'll do it in a minute. Don't worry. I forgot how great Roll20 is now. Because I'm so used to fucking. I learned Roll20 5 years ago when I was blown away that there was a character sheet that would let me like calculate like the fucking I put in 18 strength and it knows that I've got a +4. And I was like, wow, this is the best. Now you can just drag in a ring of fucking mind shielding and it's done. Dope. Okay.
Sponsor us, Roll20.
Thank you, Roll20. We'll see you. We'll see you in the DMs. Then what do you want to do? What are we doing next? Was there anything else you expressed?
By the way,
Sorry.
Brad, I need to tell you something cool after this too that we can do with this deck of illusions. That's even more dope.
Yeah, I don't know what I've given you.
Oh god,
No. I would assume that it's probably been like an hour or so. I
Maybe
would
2.
assume that we probably go back to the
Yes.
Okay.
Guild of Gnome.
Like, PB wants so badly to have a magical item, but Rin doesn't want anything to do with it, so it's so frustrating. I wanted to be in there and be like, tell me, imp, what should I have?
I tried to metagame a
Oh,
little bit. Just like,
God, I
what's
couldn't-
that green thing, just to get something? But
Yeah.
then I was like,
Just be like, please, just tell me. And then he was all like, oh, yeah, anyway, sorry.
you wouldn't tell me shit, dude.
Well, he's a little
That's
fiend
Yeah.
demon creature. He's been around for a long time, but he's also an imp.
Blew my cover.
So, all right. So you guys head back across
Not
town.
really.
Not really. 19 wasn't there, so.
Yeah.
And head back towards the Guild of Knowledge. Knowledge. So let's see here. I have so many pages of things and stuff. All right. Heading back into this place. Once again, you step up those steps and head towards the desk gnome, and just approach him, presumably.
Hello again.
He
Any luck?
He looks up at you and says, first of all, 1, 2, 3. Damn, son. Right. Behind him is a stack
Oh
of
my
books.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Behind him
I was like the
is
fucking Inquisitors here.
Hasmall.
he says,
I would faint.
he says,
Ah, yes. Scholar Giddy did find some very interesting books for you. I will summon him and he can help you to look through the books.
Oh. Are those all for us?
Yes, he found many of them. It seems he is very good friends with Erdo, he says.
What?
he whispers into the air, and you get the sense of a message being sent off magically in some way, and maybe a minute
I have the ring
later.
of mind shielding on.
Huh?
I have the ring of mind shielding.
Oh,
on.
he's sending a message to
Okay.
to his other little gnome. No, yeah, he's not fucking with your brain.
Every day, you belong to me now. Kill your friends.
He's just an evil little death gnome. No, he summons death gnome Giddy, who appears in the rear of the hall eventually and comes shuffling along. He says,
Oh yes, here dear. It's good to see you. Oh, look, I found all of these books.
Lot of books.
Yes.
Thank you, Giddy.
There was not very much to find, but I'm still looking for others. I think that there's a lot on these items. Would you like to go to a private room, or shall I explain what is in them here?
Private
room.
Yes.
Okay, I'll take you to one.
and he heads back down. He takes you to the same room that you went to before. Down the corridor, finds a door, opens it, and sends you in. He runs off the same kind of thing that he said before.
This room is completely protected from scrying and magics that might read your mind and stuff like that. I have this tattoo, which means that I will not tell anyone what we have said here, unless they torture me and I'm unable to withhold it any longer. But hopefully they won't do that, okay? These books here.
And he pushes the books over the table. Rin, give me a perception check or an investigation check.
21.
You recognize 3 of them as being similar books to the ones that you have in your possession.
Are they the other volumes? By chance? Like, do I recognize the volume numbers? Do they match, or are they the missing volumes?
One is The Time Before Volume 4, which is the same as the one you have.
I'm just gonna pull the ones I recognize out and to the side.
Yeah. One is Places of Power by Thelmecia, which is another book that you have, and the other one is The Grand Aeon Seal by Remenon Cheba, which is the 8th book, one that you haven't read yet, but you recognize it. The one that you have is super water damaged. The one that they have isn't, but you can tell immediately that there's lots of pages that have been ripped out in their version. Both books look very old. Well, all of these books look very old. There are also a couple of other books here that you don't recognize. He says,
Okay, would you like the information on the rune, or the Company of Masks, or books which were written by Warforged first?
A rune?
The rune, yes, okay. You have moved the rune books aside. Did you know already?
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Oh, okay. Okay, let me explain what these books are about.
So he explains The Time Before Volume 4 by Reginald Tallis. He basically says, and I've said this before, so I'll blitz through it, that it's a book that was written a very long time ago. It details the cataclysm that this guy who wrote it believes that the ancient magi that ruled the land before became too powerful and they cast a spell or a bunch of spells that basically wiped them out and caused this ice age. And it rippled outwards. It fucked with everything magically. Memories, physics, biology, everything got kind of affected by it, and it reset the planet in a weird way. They know that for sure that the ancient magi did something to cause the Great Ice Age and probably wipe themselves out, and this is his best guess at what it is. The second book was Places of Power, which is the book which references notable sites of power. Bunch of pages were ripped out, and he says this as well. He says,
This one was very broken. There were pages missing from many places, but I noticed that it was useful. To the word Night Storm, it references something from another book later on, which was the Grand Aeon Seal, which I found in this book as well.
And it references the Grand Aeon Seal as a location, which is essentially what Rosegard is. And that there are these notable sites of power. The Faeglen would be one, and that there are loads of them, and they're all over the place, and they cause these kind of magical rifts and these bubbles of extreme energy that.
And it lists them?
No, it doesn't list them, but it says that like there are suggested sites, and some of them are in other places around the world, as well as here. The ones that you recognize in this book is the Faeglen, and potentially like haunted areas like where you were at before. There was like the haunting. This kind of stuff usually happens around these sites of power. Rosegard being one, Faglen almost definitely being one. They're all very similar. And again, this is this guy Finasea Tathviel's kind of idea, is what it says. It's just these are mostly just scholars sitting in a room writing down what they think from their explorations and hiring people to take them to the Faglen and go, oh, well, I think that's just what it is. This is the book that states specifically that another rune being known as the Rune of Death Song being by far the most powerful of the 5 runes that you can find in Thelmecia.
He just says it? He just says that out loud?
I think probably the scholar Giddy just says,
This book references a rune which is called something different, known as the Death Song. So that is similar to the rune of Nightstorm. And this is the ancient Magi were obsessed with these places. They covered them and wore for them. It seems that there are many of these runes. This information was very difficult to come by, but I think that his books were recently checked out. They were very easy to find, all too easy to find. I think somebody else probably wanted to read them recently.
Do you know who?
I'm afraid I am unable to disclose that information.
Good.
The last book, he says,
This book is known as The Grand Aeon Seal by Remenon Cheba. And
That's... Sorry to interrupt you. Is that the book that 19 said he saw the guy reading?
What was it called again?
The 7th Aeon, I think?
No, he was reading Gates of One, I think.
I have it written down. Give me a second here.
Did he pull out the Gates of One?
He was...
No, okay.
It was The Gates of One by Lethodus Drake and Reginald Dalios.
Yes.
Okay.
He says,
7th Seal. What is the book you were just talking about?
The Grand Aeon Seal by Remenon Cheba. I'll write it in the thing, and I'll also,
Thank you.
like I've been
Did
doing.
you have
put
that
in it.
book, by the way? It's a good question. You're asking me, Rin.
I didn't say anything, sorry. I just wanted to know if he was pulling it out because I was going to slide it in your direction.
He says,
this book has many sections which have been torn out. I hazard to guess that it was a thing that happened recently. By recently, I don't necessarily mean yesterday, but it was certainly recently, within years. You understand?
Oh yes, I think we understand.
Yeah.
he says,
This book mentions specifically the rune that you are looking for. I think it is the only book that I found today which references the rune of Nightstorm. And then by looking at that, I was able to find other books which had other things similar and read and then kind of retroactively find what you were looking for.
he says,
The rune of Nightstorm is apparently here. Here underneath us. It says that the rune can be found where the river hits its widest point. It says that there is another rune known as Wind Spirit. And then again, this rune, Death Song. And there is also talk of a gate. The gate is mentioned before as well. And a creature there, which guards the gate, known as Hasmal.
Hasmal, what's that?
I do not know. I believe that it is a guardian of some sort. These runes and these gates can be found all over, according to these authors here. And the information, it is very interesting. If it is true, well then all of this really correlates to a strange history that existed before any of us.
And you say that this rune is located at the widest point of the river?
It says here specifically, the Nightstorm rune is found where the river hits its widest point.
Great. Does it say where to find the other rooms?
says one maybe in the Feyland. They say that leads to the Feywilds, which is a sort of Fey place. I don't know much of it. It's another plane of existence, like hell.
Fair.
But probably not like hell. I don't know. Would you like me to look into the Feyland?
I don't think that's really necessary.
I'm going to be honest, this is all very over my head. I'm very confused. I'm trying to understand everything.
Yes. Do you think maybe we could sit here and read these books that you found for us for a while and
Yes.
privately?
Oh, yes. Would you not like to read the information I have on the Company of Masks?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, of course.
Would you like to
Sorry,
read it
Jack.
yourself, or should I?
No. You can just tell me the bullet points and then I'll read into it a little.
Okay. The Company of Masks is a bandit group that was formed by a war hero known as Commander Agni. He is a very glorious commander that helped to save the war. He was involved in many skirmishes on the south coast. He turned back many of the Alexandrians. He was one of the most accomplished Rose Guard military officers that they had. It states that he turned after the war into a bandit and started his own group to make money.
So money is the driving
Well,
force.
but then it says that he is the one responsible for the attacks on 3 of these towns. Well, I put it together. 2 of the towns, but I think 3. There is a town near here called Drit. You have heard of it?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was destroyed by fire, which was purple. There is another town called Rock. This was destroyed as well by purple fire.
When?
Wait, what was the city called?
This is a city called Rock. 2 years ago, it was destroyed by fire. 3 years before that, it seems that the Company of Masks destroyed a city known as Killish, but it was not with purple fire.
What was it destroyed with?
Just men. They raised the city the old-fashioned way. They killed everybody there, I believe. Rock was a defended position. It was a strong point in the war. They had walls. This city, Killish, was a small village of families, mostly farmers and the such. But Rock was a defended position. It was very difficult to destroy and to kill and to overcome. It is an accomplishment. I believe the military should be very concerned with this Company of Masks. They seem to be growing in power and moving north.
Did it say anything about this purple fire?
No, I can look into the purple fire if you would like.
Yes, please.
If you find it while we're still here, that would be great.
I will look into it, yes. The Company of Masks there is much talk of. They are no secret. They are just simply a very powerful bandit group. It seems that they were doing it for gold, but now I do not know why they would destroy everything. They cannot rob what they have destroyed, alright? This purple fire destroys all of the town, razes it to the ground, there is nothing left. It does not sound like a motivation for... money.
Thank you.
Would you like me to tell you the information I have on books written by the Warforged? In fact, I have 2. Do you want to read them yourself?
I don't mind reading them, but I do have to admit to all of you that we have the time we're going to take to sit here and read these books for the rest of the evening, or should we be on the road? What should we be doing?
I'd like to read some of the books here first.
What have
Can we
read?
have a moment with these books?
Absolutely. I will wait outside. If you need me, then knock on the door 3 times and I can come in, or you can just come out and leave the books in here.
Okay, great.
I can
How do we
go.
take the books with us? Can we rent the books?
You can take them away for an extra fee, yes.
How much is that fee?
I do not know. I will ask the desk gnome.
Thank you so much.
I will return. I'm right outside.
Thank you, Skolagiddy.
He steps out, leaving all the books piled up, and closes the door behind him.
Rin?
Yeah.
You seem to know these books rather well.
This room is protected, right? He said nobody can.
It is the highest protection that the
Okay.
city of Rosegard offers.
Okay. I lean over, I grab my bag, and I dump the books out.
You stole books?
No, these are books from somewhere else.
Where's that one book that we were discussing the other night?
Here, I slide it over to you.
Rin?
I stop talking and I start reading the book.
Rin,
Yes. What?
don't you think it's time to tell them?
Time to tell them what?
There's a gate.
Wait, why would you steal the books when you could just rent them?
I didn't
What
steal
does
these
this sentence
books.
mean
I
right
didn't
here?
steal these books.
What does that sentence mean? I don't
Which one?
understand. This one right here, it says something about. It's like scribbled out right here. I can barely read it. Did you scribble this out? What is this supposed to
No, I didn't put anything written. This is the way that I got them. I received them.
Who'd you get these from?
It's not really that important.
I think it is.
Yes, sir, wait, did you say that we're in a room that no one can hear us in? Because if so, I feel like I'm able to speak freely for the first time in a very long time.
Yeah, me too.
When we were in the inn at the bar and you kept trying to shush me about this book, why were you trying to shush me about this book?
Because there are eyes and ears everywhere, and just saying what we're doing all the time is not wise. That's how people.
Okay, but you're not answering the question I'm asking you. Why were you trying to shush me? Why is it so important that I didn't speak out loud about this book? What is this about? I'm only
Well-
2 pages in and I don't understand any of this.
Well, first of all, Hasmel specifically told us to maybe not announce what we were trying to do.
Rin,
Second of all,
Once again, you're what's the word I'm looking for? You're distracting from the question.
I'm not distracting from the question.
Then
I'm
answer the
answering
question.
you. I answered you. I don't
You
think
did
it's
not
worth
answer me.
sharing our business where anybody can hear us.
19.
That's not answering the question. What is this book about and why were you so concerned?
19.
Wait, why are you getting on Rin about a book? It's just a book. Why are you getting so serious with her?
Well, if you were in the conversation when it happened, you also, yes, hero?
Rin,
If I tell them, they are in danger, and I repeat.
Tell us what?
Tell us what?
if you
I don't care if you believe me or if you don't, but I am not endangering anybody more than I have to. And I'm sorry I even told you.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What's going on?
You're distracting from the question I asked you. Now you have something you don't want to tell us. I'm really confused right now. How am I supposed to trust you? What's going on here?
Rin, they should be the judge.
If you want to tell them, it's on your hands.
Tell us what? What has happened? What is going on?
Not a clue,
Yeah.
Drift. It seems as though there's something being hidden from us.
There
You know
is
what? Everybody has their own secrets. I've known you for 5 days, maybe 7.
I'm going to interrupt you and just to let you know that you've also shown me to not trust you in the last 5 days, especially now.
Like, why can't we trust Rin? Rin's been.
I have
I'm trying
no
to figure
idea.
out.
I've done nothing but try to save everyone and help everyone. I dragged your big, lumpy, tinny ass through that stupid gate, 19.
That gives you the right to lie to me.
I have never lied to you.
I think you have. Or you're hiding something, one way or another.
I have
I'm
never
not a
lied
little
to
sick
you.
of this. Eero, what is she speaking of? I know you'll tell me if I ask. What's going
Come
on?
on, Eero. Let's have a repeat of Greenhill. Go on. Surely you know them better than I do.
And surely you're trying to put this on Eero instead of yourself.
Stop yelling at Rin!
everyone calm down. You have a decision to make. There is information that Rin has that is dangerous to everyone in this room.
Holds up his bracer.
Now,
I'm stuck with all of you anyways.
I agree, but where my opinion differs from Rin is that I believe that it is important to you to know that this information exists, and for you to make the decision as to whether or not you want this information.
Well, I mean,
Now,
what kind of-
if you know this information, there is a possibility, at least from what Rin tells me, that there may be further harm that comes to us. She has been hiding certain information she claims to protect us. I must admit that I don't know how I feel about any of it.
I
If you know
don't
this-
want to be with people when I have to be with all of you. If I'm going to be with all of you, then we need to be honest with each other. And I can't sit here and continue to hear people hiding things when I'm forced to be with you. Holds up the bracer again. I and Drift deserve the truth. What is going on? Why are we all of a sudden, every time I speak on these things, Rin, you get very, thinks for a minute. You get very standoffish. And Hero, you were more irritated than I've ever seen you earlier. What's going on? What is happening?
Did I miss
What is going on, Drift?
all of this in the 70% in the store? All of this has happened today?
No, Drift. It's been happening.
I just want to know what's going on.
They seem willing.
Great, you first. What do we know about you, Eero? What do we know about you, 19? What do you know about yourself, 19? What do we know about you, Drift?
You have become an expert at manipulating the conversation to stay away from your current situation. That affects us all, that you claim is protecting all of us. I understand your reticence to explain.
I don't think you do.
Okay. Fine. There is a group in this city. This group does certain things to manipulate the course of events. Rin and I look at you, knows of them. If we talk more about them, they have eyes and ears everywhere throughout the city. They will hunt us and they will kill us.
Why?
Because they do these things in secret. They manipulate the course of events.
And we can't take them?
And why though? Why would they come after us? That's what I'm confused about. Why? What did we do to these people? Why are they involved with us?
Because, and again, I look at Rin. I'm sorry, Rin, but it's important. Because Rin was a former member of this group.
All right. And?
And secrecy is the way that they maintain their stranglehold on things, 19. It's
But
the way
why
that
would they be coming after us? Or Rin? What is the reasoning? That's what I'm not understanding.
Because we know their secrets.
I don't know any of their secrets, and nor do you. The only person apparently
Now.
who does is Rin.
But now we do. I
They
get
are
it. So
closely
because-
tied to these books. They are tied to Rin, and they have reached out.
Who has reached out? They have reached out?
Where do you think I got the books?
I'm just confused as to why. My question of why is not small. I'm asking why because I don't understand most of this. I understand what you're saying. There's a group, this group that you, Rin, used to be tied to. They're secret. Yes, now I know. So great, I'm in more trouble now. Like I wasn't, holds up the bracer again, already in trouble. I understand that. But I'm confused as to why this is so concerning. What's going on? Why are we not? We have something much more concerning than that, do we not? So what if, yes, you're telling me that we cannot talk about this, correct? In public? We shouldn't speak of this outside of the ears of our own?
You shouldn't
Yes.
even know about it.
Well, I do now, and apparently he did as well.
If we did not have these rings that we purchased,
Hmm?
Rin claims that they would be able to find us and kill us in our sleep.
Hmm.
These rings protect us from their magics.
Not for long.
Okay, once again, why? What's so deeply embedded in these people? That's where I'm still not drift. Do you understand? Outside of what they're telling us, I don't understand this. Why is this a concern for us?
Yes, 19. It's simple. There's a group, a gang, something that Rin was a part of, and now that we know about it, we know too much, and they're gonna know we know, and they're gonna want us dead. Am I correct? So now, not only do we have this, which you keep talking about, 19, but we also have to deal with a hit out on all of us. Correct?
Correct.
This is
That
the
is
first
why
thing.
Rin
We know these people are coming after us.
Rin said so, right? If we knew, they're gonna know we know. So now, not only do we have to deal with this, but we also have to deal with a hit out on all of us because we know something.
Well,
And if we didn't know, then the hit wouldn't be out on us.
but if they don't know, we know because we have these rings. Am I correct?
We don't know. The rings are gonna buy us time.
Then what do we do?
I don't know, Ira, what do we do?
I don't think you should put that off on him any longer.
Fuck you.
Fuck me.
That's right. Do you know what that means?
I do. You're lucky I don't strangle you.
Stop.
I will stop. Just be
Enough.
straightforward. We know what we know now. You have nothing left to hide. Maybe. Just talk to us. You obviously know more about this than the rest of us do. And if you want to help us, then actually help us. Help us understand what we can do from here on out.
This isn't on her, 19. This is on all of us.
I
We
don't
need
agree
to
with
work
you on
together.
that at all, Drift.
And that's fine, but we need to work together. This is our moment right here before we leave this room. If we don't squash things, we're as good as dead.
I don't think there's anything to squash. It's to figure out.
What do you want to figure out?
Well, there's a lot of things I'd like to figure out, including how on earth we all got involved in this in the first place.
Hazmal.
But mainly,
Me.
what do we do now?
I could have gone through the door by myself, but I didn't.
You could have. You didn't. You're right. So we're here now. And what do you say we do? You know more about these people than we do. You know more about what they do and what they plan or what they could do or where they are or what they could be than any of us do. If you want to help us, you're going to have to be the one that... I don't know all the words, all right? But that part is on you. We don't know. We don't know these people. We don't know how they work. You do.
Rin?
Yeah.
How do we get around these people?
Hmm.
I don't know. I really don't know.
And let's find out what we need to know. Let's get on horses and get the hell out of here. Right?
I think the sooner the better.
Hmm.
I just don't know where we go from here.
Listen, if I'm gonna die, it's gonna be protecting my friends. So I don't.
What you're saying is exactly how I feel. This whole thing could have been avoided if we were just forward with each other. We don't have to argue, but we're obviously already in this together. And he grabs Drift's arm this time and raises Drift's arm. We're already in this together. There's nothing we can do except move forward. Drift's right. And you telling me to fuck off or being upset with me over being upset because you hid something, it's not quite fair. You have to understand why I'm upset or why I was. But Drift is right.
It doesn't make sense to me. What do you know about Eero? What do you know about Drift, who just attacked me? And I now have this scar on my chest because he lunged at us in a room, but you're not asking about him. You're only
I'm not,
asking
because every single time we ask about you, you deflect onto another person. I'm not wrong there. It doesn't matter if you put our lives in danger, or if Eero put our lives in danger, or if Drift or I put our lives in danger.
Yes, you did.
I did.
No one's shitting on you for it.
I don't think that that's the truth.
Nah, okay.
Drift, Eero. Eero especially. How do you feel? You're awfully quiet now. You were very angry earlier.
I don't like being the gatekeeper for all of this. The blame taker when I have not been involved in any of this. That is why I'm angry, Rin. You have somehow, through all of this events, you have placed your blame, the onus for this on me. And I've simply tried to find out what is going on. And it's not right.
I haven't placed any blame on you, Eero, other than the fact that you told them after I told you what would happen if you did. That's your fault. That is on you.
I think. Now look at Drift. I think there's a lot that me and Drift don't quite know what you two have spoken of incomplete. But what I do know is that I still agree with Drift. We're stuck together. And I don't dislike any of you. I don't like lies. I don't like things being hidden. But it doesn't mean any differently. I do agree with Eero, Rin. He understands me, I think, when I speak to you, towards deflecting. And it's okay if you don't understand, because you don't think I understand. And if we don't understand each other, then okay, we don't understand it. I don't understand how Drift is 19 and I'm 19, but I still get it.
That changes in a couple days.
In a couple of days, as you told me about that.
It's your birthday?
Yeah.
Happy early birthday, Drift, the curse breaker.
Yeah, let's hope.
You put your arm on his shoulder earlier and told him what was it you said that I agreed with you on, Rin? You remember? It was just an hour ago.
Yeah, I do.
Hmm? And you, Hero, do you not think that Drift is a good person outside of this scenario? I'm asking for a reason. Outside of being a warrior and a curse breaker.
I think that we all have aspects of ourselves that we keep secret, as Rin has said.
Hmm? I have no secrets.
That's because you don't know anything about yourself.
And?
And if you did and you understood what a secret meant, you might have them.
All right, Rin. There's no reason to be cruel.
You don't want secrets, 19.
I don't plan to have any.
Drift.
And I also do know some things about myself.
Drift. Rin knows what happened in the arena.
Okay.
Not only that, but when you woke up and you were in the bed and we were all around you, we had said that you were drunk. Unfortunately, that was a lie.
What? What do you mean?
You attacked us.
I'm so... What? What do you mean?
You lost control, Drift.
I was wasted. I said I was sorry. I
No.
got really drunk. I'll fix whatever it was. However
No,
much.
Drift, no. I told you before.
You attacked us.
Blood magic is dark magic. It is never good.
I wonder what would cause you to say that.
Because
think
I've seen it used before.
I think I've come to a realization. As you say that, Hero.
Please enlighten us.
Firstly, Drift. The other day you attacked us out of nowhere. You broke through the door, blood-crazed, weird-looking eyes, and you attacked all of us. We knocked you out unconscious and put you to bed because we had no clue what was happening. We told you were drunk because we were worried because we had no clue exactly what to do with the situation. We weren't sure what was going on.
That sounds familiar.
You, Hero, you were the only person in this group I haven't questioned. I haven't questioned you because realistically I feel like you've been pretty transparent with me. I don't know you that well. And at this point in time, you hold no ill will. You've only tried to help me. Rin, you've tried to help me as well, and so has Drift. What I'm confused about is that every single time someone talks, Rin, you end up getting... Oh, there's a word. I don't know all the words.
Hypocrisy is a word you should know.
What is the word you just said?
Hypocrisy.
Hypocrisy.
Yes.
I know well what that word means. Every time someone speaks, you have something of jest to say. You're not adding anything to the conversation. You're just...
It's called passive-aggressive, 19.
Explain that to me.
It means that she makes an aggressive comment and masks it in a passive way.
I don't think there's anything passive about what I'm saying.
Rin, I have never once put this group in danger from my past. And that is the truth. And if there was a danger, I would at least bring up the possibility to the group.
Even if that danger and bringing up the possibility would kill us all?
You
I don't
have
think
to
it would.
frame it in a way that everyone can understand, in a way that isn't a direct quote or a direct means of bringing this group of evil down upon us. There are ways to do it, Rin. You did it with a simple piece of paper with me.
I got lucky.
Paper? What do you mean, paper?
I'm tired of these comments. I'm simply tired of them.
I am in agreement to this. If we're going to be together, then why must that happen? Why can't we work together? It's obviously you're upset and you feel attacked, Rin, but you do have to see it from our angles as well.
I don't have to see anything from anyone else's angle but my own, but I do try.
Fine. Then let's just be on this quest and not talk to each other anymore. Because
Right.
I have simply had it. And I'm going to get up and walk out of the room.
Okay. I mean, as soon as you open the door, the little gnome looks up and says,
Oh yes, are you finished? Would you like me to look into more of these words?
Look into whatever you want. And I walk away.
I don't usually do that on the rest of my night.
he walks into the room where you are.
You guys need to look to pay me 5 more gold to look into the words purple fire.
Here, I've got you. I've got 5 gold for you. They've all paid money today. He bought me a sword. I might as well pay it forward a little bit. Here you go. I give him 5 gold.
Thank you very much. And okay. Would you like me to put these books back, or will you be renting them as you said you would like to?
How much did you say it would cost to rent these books, and how long do we have them?
I don't think that's a good idea.
It is 15 gold per book.
15 gold per book?
There is
And how long are they rented out for?
9, 10, 11. 11 books. 11 times 15. 161. Is that right? 170.
Jesus!
Sorry.
You're breaking my zone, Brad!
Don't do math on stream. Don't do math.
How long do we get these
21
books?
gold.
You can keep them for one night, 2 nights. It depends how long you would like to keep them.
If I were to ask you about and I hold up 2 books, and they're the 2 books on Warforged, like, I would assume it's the one that was written by Warforged, and then there was one that was, like,
There's 2
more
that are
about
written by a Warforged.
I would like to ask, well, if I were to give you, let's see, you said 15 gold, correct?
Yes.
Could I what one do you think is a better book?
Well, this one is a children's book. It's a story. This one is a book about the life of a warforged as he tries to remember his memories.
The one about remembering his memories. May I give you 30 gold, and may I take this with me on my travels for the next few days?
That is not on my list of things that I can say. You have to see the desk gnome to purchase a book.
I could purchase this book.
I believe some books are available to be purchased, yes.
Could you find out if I can purchase this book?
Yes, what is it? This one is... Okay, yes, I will do that.
I think I'd like to buy it and read it on my travels.
I understand.
Also, what was your name again, little one? I leaned down really close to him.
I'm Scholar Giddy.
Giddy,
Yes.
thank you for your time, but I ask that you leave the 3 of us. Would you do that, so we can have a little privacy?
Apologies, I thought you were finished. I will go
No,
now.
you are fine. You are fine.
Okay, bye.
I'm going to go look for Hero before he does something that he shouldn't. I think that you two can have a civil discussion. Considering Rin, I think the only person you're not upset with is him. And Drift, you're the only person she's not upset with. So maybe you two can speak and figure something out. And I leave. And I go looking for Hero.
I get up and I just start screaming at the top of my lungs. I am so upset. I'm like throwing fucking books around. I'm just like, had it.
Have fun, Drift.
I literally think that's where the camera starts zooming out as you just see her just fucking. I'm just like, oh fuck.
Just like super upset. probably goes for about a minute or two until I get it all out, and then I just stand there like breathing really heavy, and then
Sorry about the scar.
oh, don't even worry about it. Listen, I have to tell you something.
Yeah.
So they know about you. They know there's something special about you. You don't have to tell me. They want you. This group that I know of.
What do you mean they want?
They want you in. They want you in. They want your power. That's what they want. Not money. They want power. They want Eero and 19 dead. The only reason they're alive is because I've convinced them that they are useful. If for some reason something happens to us, you say yes. Or they'll kill you. Or worse, they'll make you do what they want anyway. So just say yes.
I'm not gonna say yes to a random group. I'm not gonna say yes. Why would I say yes?
Because the alternative is worse. Trust me. And then I walk out.
What?
I'm just gonna stand outside for a minute and calm down. Is there anybody out here? Can I look and see if any of those fuckers have been in the library? Hello? I'm looking for other Praetorian members.
There's no one else in the hallway.
Put the books
Okay,
back.
great.
Ma'am.
No, I just need some air for a second.
Okay.
Is 19 outside?
You went looking for Eero, right?
You're muted again.
I went after Hero. Sorry, that's me getting annoyed about the mute.
He says,
The big guy ran out when I was speaking to the desk gnome. He says
Oh,
that
okay.
he would be able to purchase this book.
How much?
We have several copies of it.
roll me a D100. Roll low.
Come on.
Yes.
It is only 7 gold. We have like 150 copies of that book.
Oh, great. I think it'll help. I thought it might help 19 understand or not feel alone. You know what? Fuck him. Here's the 7 gold. Can you just make sure he gets the book? Just leave it at the counter for him.
Oh, yes, I will do that. His name is 19.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
He takes the book,
Thank you.
and places it at the thing. Well, he leaves, actually. You're alone in that hallway.
And no one else is in here, right?
Nope.
I look around.
Yeah,
Nobody's
no
here.
one.
Okay, I'll go back in now. Okay, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna sit down, and I'm gonna pull out one of the books that I haven't read yet from my stack, and I'm gonna read that book. And that's it. That's what I do in my downtime, unless Drift is gonna try to talk to me.
I am staring at where you told me to just say yes to a fucking group after you threw books around, shit, scared the fuck out of me, and all my friends just left. Eero stormed out. I am still just staring and trying to figure out what I'm gonna say next for the next whatever it is, 30 minutes, hour. I don't care.
Cool. That's where we end our episode.
Yeah. Like what just happened, dude? What just happened?
Good
Some
God.
of the best roleplay I
You
have ever had the
fucking-
privilege of
What
being
the
a part of.
hell just
So
happened?
much.
God damn, you
Damn.
guys. God damn,
was
you
insane.
guys.
Fuck.
I love you all so much. Thank you for making me feel so safe in our friendship that I can literally yell "fuck you." Tiger, I love you so much.
You can yell fuck me. And one thing I will always say is that no matter what, and just in case anybody in chat is ever a big old baby bitch about it, or anybody listening, like, we all love each other dearly.
Oh, so
We all
much.
care about each other.
That was so
But
hard.
when we're playing our characters, we are fucking playing our characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one's fucking ever pissed off with anyone ever.
Oh my God.
It's
Not at
just
all.
fun.
No. When Whack was like, "I've had enough," I was like, "PB, calm down. He's not actually yelling at you."
Oh yeah, when my blood actually gets going in role play, my blood gets going,
Yeah,
and I
same.
feel
Yeah,
it. But
same.
I love that because it's a part of acting.
It's good. Yeah.
Of
It's real
course.
good.
Yeah,
That's
it's hard
part
not to.
Yeah.
It's
I was
immersive. as well.
dumbfounded that whole last 20 minutes.
Yeah. It was,
I just can't handle. I'm too young to handle this shit.
yeah.
Because like literally 19 is like, fuck, man, I just trying to figure out what the hell to do and why people are hiding shit, and I don't want to die. I'm really young too.
You've all got really interesting and diverse reasons to react to the things that you do. I also think all of you have these like really there's certain elements to each of your characters that are exactly the same and are the reasons, like some of your motivations and some of the things behind your characters are really similar. I can't wait till this whole thing ends so I can be like, this theme that I came up with, you all made it, and you did it so well, and it was just this theme that I was doing anyway, and all of your characters were doing the thing, but I can't do anything. I can't do anything. The DM's curse of just sitting silently by and being like, can't say anything.
It was nothing. And then Eero being like, I've never put the team in danger or like endangered their lives. And meanwhile, all I can think about is that time that you deceived like flawlessly in front of me and I knew you were lying. And then that you ripped off Drift and just all this shit doesn't make sense to me.
But to be fair, the thing with Eero and the money, he just doesn't understand money, and
he knows that, but Rin doesn't know that.
He's just buying stuff for everybody anyway. Like he's just.
Fuck. I know that, but
I think that in real life, I've dealt with someone that deflects as hard as Rin deflects.
Oh shit, it's so hard. I have to like think 5 seconds before I fucking.
Oh, I would assume that shit's got to be really difficult.
So fucking hard.
I've met someone in real life like that, and there was a part of me for about 2 seconds when I was playing 19 where that person popped into my head, and I was like, "I'll kill this person. I'll kill him."
I am using someone. I am using someone for inspiration for that. So every time I'm like, "What would this person say?" Oh yeah, this
politician person.
Yeah.
Remember, guys,
fucking hard.
Monks know deflect missiles.
Yeah.
Absolutely, they do.
That was it. That's what it was.
Big ones that have
She
words.
was using her reactions like nonstop.
Woo, twisting and turning and.
All right, let's do a round of shout-outs. We ran a little bit late, and we'll bounce. We'll bounce out of here. Let's start with Inquisitor Iridir. Everyone is an Inquisitor today, by the way.
Irrotated. That was the best one.
That was the best one of the entire show.
Yeah. The episode should be called Irrotated.
Yeah, so
an irritated tater tot.
I mean, like it's been simmering for a while, as Chad said. Like it was, there's a lot of
I hate her.
there's a lot, that's going on in there.
I think the reflection of both Eero and 19 together feeling the same way is a very weird thing from 19's character to deal with.
Yeah. What I think is super interesting is I feel like Eero and Rin actually feel somewhat the same about each other. Like we've been betrayed before and we're just waiting for the other person to follow through. Anyway.
That's
how I feel about it. Sorry. I don't know anything about his backstory, by the way, so sorry. That was just my observations from his behavior. Sorry.
So thanks everybody for watching. It was yeah, I mean, I know we did a lot of shopping and stuff, but
it was the best fucking shopping. Settle down.
I literally have like I have a thing where I spend money as soon as I get it. That's the thing that I've got. So it's basically just I'm just blowing all this money. It's gone, man. Yeah, it is gonna be gone. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Hopefully you guys will hang around on Thursday. We got rag tags. Friday we continue on with Halcyon Unbound. Saturday we got Crash Cities. Sunday we've got Spark of Eternity, and Spark of Eternity only has 2 episodes left. And then Monday we got Sector 49, and of course PB shows starting in a week.
Holy.
Next Wednesday. Yeah.
Boom, baby.
So yeah, make sure you check everything out. Follow us on Discord and make sure join us on the Discord and follow all these wonderful people if you haven't done so yet. If you want to help support Tablestory, go check out the Patreon. We've got a bunch of stuff on there for you for DMs. We've got podcasts. We've got all kinds of good stuff. Go check it out. We got creatures for you to use in D&D. And if you're feeling really spendy and you really, really want to help us out, you can join us for patron one shots. That's like the god tier patron level of 250
We have
bucks.
basically have an offline campaign going that you can
Yeah.
join. Although I think this week is it that we're playing it, but
Friday.
we're doing something else.
We're doing something else this week. We're trying something.
Oh, right.
Mm. You can only
Uh,
find out if you pay a fucking shit ton of money. And what about our other patron, the patron saint of
Blood.
blood? In real life and out of real life, because he's fucking cutting his thumb off. Tiger
Listen,
Rider.
man.
now we know why John
He's
did it.
just method acting. He's just method acting at this point in time.
Listen, I'm just getting into it. All right.
Did
He's
you
like,
drink
I
the
cut
blood?
an
Manny for a minute, John?
Did you drink?
Hey, I'm just getting into it, dog.
You drink the blood before the
Just
stream.
cutting on my thumb a little bit, bro. Don't worry about it. I'm fine.
That was your first character. You remember your first character, Manny?
That was my
the sorcerer?
first character before I was even on your show.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, and then you were like, I need a
It was
character
with
for
who was that
D&D.
guy? Who was the DM? Do you remember?
Ah, damn.
I wasn't in that.
I was
but
with
it
Clam
was,
Top.
it was
Show?
with.
No, it wasn't Clam.
No, it was
You
with.
played Manny on a D&D show?
Yeah.
Yep.
I have role played with Manny many a time in my life.
It was funny bringing Manny into like a fucking
Gosh.
It was,
a world like that.
yeah,
it was
yeah,
it was
You
it was not great, but it worked.
It was Chucky. That was his name, by the way. And
Chucky was the DM.
Yeah. So, yeah, where are people finding you, John?
I love you guys. Thank you for an amazing episode. I have to go
Yeah,
cook
thank you.
dinner for my family, so I'm gonna cut out of here. But thank you
Yeah.
guys. Seriously, fuck. Today was. Every day has its own thing. Like maybe you'll see some PvP next week, but realistically, it doesn't matter. Like with these episodes, like
It
you
might.
got some more, you got some blow up. Yeah, today was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Intense.
Okay. I was about to do another one of my DM spoilers, but I'm not gonna. So,
Yeah,
Oh, come
shut your mouth.
you didn't put your hands together, did you? You fools.
I know.
Dude, I tried.
I'm actually glad that we didn't because I feel like we
So
said it as
am
a
I.
joke,
I'm
and then
kidding.
he was like, "Do it," and then I went, "Oh, but I don't."
Nothing
think
would have happened. I'm telling you right now, nothing would happen. Brad was
I
trying.
rolled a 16 and a 20 was something fucking happened. So that's where my
Roll
brain
another
goes.
dice and tell us where people can find you and what you're doing.
All right. So we got an 8, which means I get 8 words.
Yep.
I love you guys. I love you. I'm sorry.
Okay, bye. I love you.
Okay, yeah. All right.
How do I do 8 words? Anyways, I'm Tiger Rider. If you like me, you can follow me at twitch.tv
Like 30 over.
/Tiger Rider. Thanks for coming out and watching the show.
I'm
like
Tiger
50.
Rider, follow me, bitches. That's what I got to
That's
say.
what I like it.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, everybody, and thanks for taking the time. I want to remind everybody again that we all love each other and that
Yes.
we are doing a show for you. So if you are feeling emotions of it, you are getting exactly what you deserve by watching a D&D show.
Exactly what
You get exactly what you deserve.
Take these emotions.
If you don't want the emotions, don't watch. That's all I have to say to you.
There you go.
Love you guys, though. Thanks for watching. Go follow me or die. So
That was a
That's
joke.
perfect.
And
Go
that was,
follow me or die. That
he's
would have been.
joking.
That would have been it.
He's
I'm
joking.
Tiger
You won't.
Rider.
It was definitely a joke, and we're gonna get him one of those hyperbole sarcasm shirts. And that was also about fucking 200 words. Okay.
200.
And
You can't type.
and then Inquisitor PB, where people finding you. What's going on? In 8 words
Okay, I'm trying. Okay,
and 8 seconds.
I'm Pumpkinberry. I love D&D. Next Wednesday Nocturne.
Bam! See you then. Bye.
Bye.
I'm in the apartment, the stuff's all on the floor, everybody's gone. I think something went wrong. Something went really wrong.
Let me help you. Welcome to the darkness, my friend. Your eyes will adjust in time.